So I kind of felt like, let's just watch some COD instead of play it. I feel like I got flu or something, but I know what it is. I've actually just tuned in. I don't know how much I've missed of this, but you know they're absolute fucking movies, like 4 hours long and shit. Shorty.
Especially so if you're like down 10 points after winning that rotation of showers, it really just is.
Kenny getting clipped off the head glitch.
It's just a few very key gunfights at the start of that hill popping that if they go a different way, the game will play out in a different capacity. But OPTIC basically were just biding their time, playing a little bit safe, and as soon as they got control of the game again, they simply never looked back.
Not at all. Again, highlights. Eric Boom with a strong start with certain silence towards the end. But again, we've got ourselves a search and destroy coming up chance. This has been a strong point for OPTIC, but again, a lot of very, very close games, especially those game 5s. We'll see if they can keep up the pace and keep up the run here in the series. Sitting 2-0 going into the control will be ideal for them.
And maybe good news from OPTIC fans. You talk about how they've had a few slow starts in the online stages. I'm watching guys like Kenny basically barking in the comms, snapping with every kill they were getting. So they brought the energy to the table. No slow starts today. They got the ball rolling exactly how they needed to. Because again, we already know Heretics not a team you want to get jumping. Well, job done there on Invasion. Here you can take a look at the game flow again. It was simply a moment of Miami played incredibly well. As soon as that P2 came through, though, that was the moment where Kenny starts going on that spree. Basically, the execution moment. They never looked back.
We've seen that a few times in Invasion, where it's one spree that just seems to break the confidence or break the back of the losing team in the end. You can always pin it down to that singular moment, the momentum shift, and just sort of the overwhelming style of gameplay we see on Invasion. It's so hard for teams to come back. Well, we say goodbye to Invasion, and we say hello to Rio now. Search and destroy coming up next. Karachi control for that map 3, and we've had our fair share of crazy moments of Karachi so far in the year, and no doubt we're going to get a couple more in this series. But Rio up first.
And a necessity, I would have to imagine, for Miami to win, because you talked about the Karachi and even the map 4. OPTIC do have a sizable advantage on those two maps. Karachi can get interesting. Heretics have beat them on it before, but it is the Rio. A 1-0 record from OPTIC, an 0-1 record for Miami, which means you basically know nothing, Jon Snow. No intel you can read. You can't watch over VOD and really glean any amount of information, especially on a map that we've already seen. The pace slows down when you go to LAN, and when we've seen the best teams in the game on this map, even on the online stages, it can be very slow. A lot of bouncing back and forth between bomb sites. It is an insane degree of those mid-round adjustments. Whatever team has done the better homework here on Rio, more prepared for the day, will come out on top.
Well, we can look at homework. We can also look at the S&D stats coming into this matchup between the Heretics and OPTIC Texas. And again, these are the S&D metrics just from the Major 2 qualifiers. A little stronger, it has to be said, chance for the boys of OPTIC. But again, today we'll find out whose comms are better and who's playing hot.
And you can also see a key point here for Miami as well. Their conversion rate when they're getting the first bloods, pretty fantastic. 80% means they are executing when they get that advantage. Being 12th overall, though, for actually getting the first bloods has been a major pain point. So open engagements on Rio going to be key from Heretics. And again, the way this map seems to play is, I know initially it's a lot of just bang the middle of the map out, hit those 4-mans over towards that B site, but as the year has developed and we see more Re and S&D, it's spreading the map. It's playing for picks, and then it is grouping together as a squad and just bouncing back and forth, using the middle map as really just a point of rotation. So you can see OPTIC, they're not running it down. They're going to take their time, play for picks, and then again, the teamwork is going to kick in.
It looks nothing like most ranked gameplay. 50,000 people used to live in the middle of that map, and now it's a ghost town. That nade will be the only thing to start this map off.
And this is an interesting decision for Shotzi too. He is the only player on both teams in the middle of the map, but yep, he's done his thing. He's cleared it out, realizes they're nothing, and he's going to get the bomb down. In the meantime, though, Kenny has fallen, so man advantage here for Heretics. This is the first blood they were looking for.
Dashy's about to run into a whole lot of trouble. 1, nearly 2. Eric Boom, though, stays strong. Man advantage still to the Miami Heretics.
And now you got just again corners up. Shotzi, he's reading the pressure. 2 players right in front of him. They line up. He knocks him down. And poor Vikul, now he's chasing a ghost whose name is Shotzi. That is your nightmare scenario, but he gets the 1v1.
Now it's a 1v1. 15 seconds for Shotzi as he now makes his move. He's checked the middle of the map, and I don't believe it. We've not seen a thing. Vikul, fires his gun. It's not going to be enough. The kill, maybe not with a bomb. There's no hope. Shotzi stays alive, and a little bit of COD magic goes his way.
And what a heads-up, high IQ play call from Shotzi, not just to get the bomb down. He had no team support to actually go for that plan, but his spotty senses were tingling. There was nobody home. He doesn't waste any time. And then Dashy's rampant in the call-outs. Hey, we saw 3 players this direction. Shotzi reads the pressure, knows the rat back is coming through, puts himself in the perfect corner. Shotzi, the menace on the map.
Tough to deal with indeed.
Kenny and Pred just got sweep, bro.
The first man into the round to really make anything happen, the last man out. Let's see what happens this time with the Miami Heretics on attack. Much more stock standard approach is what you would expect, but OPTIC are there for the fight as well. The trophies are down, the noise has been made, and here we go. It could be a 3-man hit up the stairs.
These trophies are putting in overtime, but Metals is at least pushed up and got in position. You're not playing for the bomb plant yet. You want these initial kills.
There's a slide. Oh, Eric Boom cuts Shotzi into pieces.
Nice.
He's not going to take that next fight. He's going to sit pretty now and wait for his boys to show up.
And this is patient play as well, waiting for the next kills to come through. Metals dancing with the devil. 2 players, Eskies, here they come. Can you get the trade? You can. We're lucky for 2. All of a sudden, Pred finds himself in a 1 versus 2. Pops Daddy, he's looking to make the play.
And now the young Australian goes on the hunt. Vikul reads it.
Shot on.
And the Heretics bounce back. What an explosive round from them.
Yeah, heads up, Javi. We have Shotzi making those reads in round 1. Vikul does the exact same in the final one. Intel was on point, and I think some credit to Eric Boom, too. He throws that shoulder after getting the first blood. Pred's the man he sees right street. That's what Vikul picks up in the end. So comms there flowing for Miami, who are 2 for 2 on the first blood front. Obviously, with the plays that Shotzi makes, evens the odds up. I didn't see too many trophies there on the side of OPTIC, which might make the B attack a little bit trickier. So they're spreading the map again, playing for picks.
Ow. Stun, check, connect. This time round, the middle of the map is covered in Heretics players, and it looks like they've managed to evict OPTIC from the central building.
And this is such an uncomfortable situation. You have 0 map control. You've lost the middle of the map, so you got to reposition, pick a different direction. But for the moment, OPTIC not grouped together. Kenny feeling out a little bit of pressure, doesn't check the corner in another first blood for Miami.
Fred backs up once again, expecting this push now from the Heretics, but those blue arrows are not going anywhere. They've got what they've got, and they're holding it. Lucky back at it on the forklift. Here comes the team challenge. Metals throws a shoulder, spots at least 1. This should now spring the Heretics to life, and it does! Lucky with 2! And now Dashy finds himself in a 1v4. He'll take 1 with him, but it's another good round from the Heretics.
Yeah, that is absolutely beautiful coming out of Miami. I think Lucky might be picking up a couple different freebie 2 pieces as OPTIC always looking at somebody else. Metals from boxes, immediate chow the first time when Lucky's calling out Kenny's pushing. It's a freebie. Second time makes the adjustment, knows more players are going to be nearby. He draws the attention but doesn't get aggro himself. The patience there on point, and not only are they 3 for 3 on the first blood front, Lucky he's on a 4.
6 will get him a cruise missile, which on this map is very handy. Well, we're leaving the bomb in spawn, whether that's a choice or not. Not Vikul. No, okay, maybe Eric Boom. Oh, someone's going to go back and get it. But in the meantime, the rest of the boys, again, forward push, hold what you got.
That's a cheeky strat, too. Everybody looking for those nades, because you see the position that Dashy loves to play. He's always there on the mini-map, but reads it perfectly to not go out if he doesn't have a trophy. So, OPTIC ahead of the game, but Pred a little too slow. Bullets in his back. Move a little bit faster than your feet. Another first blood for Miami.
Lucky again with shoulders. Spot out. Dashy damaged, but here comes Shotzi for the kill. That's what you don't expect. Can Lucky stay alive? This is unbelievable. Anyone help out now? Shotzi too fast. Eric Boom gets there late. The trade's good, though. It gives the Miami Heretics the advantage.
No cruise, but you'll take the kills. Metal's in a very dicey spot. He's got the intel, gives away the tech, but now you can get the bomb down. A pure 3 versus 2, and you know you have to be worried about that A-streak flank. They only know it's 1 player, but maybe from OPTIC, Kenny and Dashy, at least they're working together.
And they're holding hands right now, so you're going to expect a lot of noise as they approach that bomb site. There's the split. Dashy the first man in. Vikul's in trouble. Whoa, he takes care of Kenny in the back line. Oh, Dashy stays alive upstairs. 2v1 for a moment, and the Heretics' numbers prevail.
Those trades are on point. And smiles on their faces, and Miami maybe getting a little bit more comfortable. We saw the stats throughout the stage. They were the worst team in the game in Search and Destroy when it comes to first bloods. Here on Rio, perfect. 5 for 5 for the moment. And again, this is a map with very little intel on either team. But Miami right now on point. Kenny and Pred still sitting on donuts.
Yeah, double donuts for the new boys there on OPTIC Texas so far here on Rio. Plenty of time to right that wrong, but for now, Vehicle cooks it, throws it, and a trophy eats it.
Kenny and Pred got no kills. Dashy's got
in the middle of this site. OPTIC once again, they have complete control over mid, and Shotzi doesn't waste any time, no need to. Goes for the bomb plant. So Miami have completely given this up. They are trusting their retake abilities here on Rio.
It's shades of the first round. This time I think they might be a little faster, and Shotzi's doing something different as well. Laying prone by the bomb site here. Miami lining up for the hit. There's the check. Frags are out. Flush these two players out of position. Straight into the jaws of Shotzi. Catches one. 3v4.
Yeah, Lucky evens up the odds, but it is trades going down on the other side of the map. Beagle tries to make a play. He gets caught. A nice read on the pressure here from Dashy. 15 seconds left on the clock for Miami, and I think we just witnessed a round that'll be the last time they give up the B site for free.
And that was a fantastic hold from OPTIC Texas. Shotzi with a big reposition. He stays on the bomb site. He manages to maintain complete control of that stairwell. Whether it was the nade forcing Metals out into the play, takes care of him. The nade keeps that space safe. Great job from those boys controlling this area.
And that really is an interesting decision from Heretics. Like when they play Invasion, they'll give up like the B site for free consistently because they trust the retakes, but they did not have a good look there. Shotzi and Dashy right now 2v4ing, but it's only one round game.
2v4. Yeah, that's close enough. Well, here we go. Attacking around Heretics. And Shotzi is moving.
Well, here's the nades on Dashy again. They were looking for the triple the last time around. You see it at least backs them down. So they are really trying to pick Bruce off. Not successful. And now Metal's in a corner. Able to slide away in the nick of time. Brett can't quite hunt him down, but the nades do. It is a trade, though, for the 3v3. Eric Boom has been on point on the bridge.
Kenny from the donut to the breadstick, looking to find himself two. That player's out. Safe for now, 3v3.
Oh, here comes Eric Boom. He's in between all three members. Yeah, a little bit too aggressive in the grouping there from OPTIC. Reigns supreme. But maybe a square up right now down this outer street. Miami trying to win the rotation battle and see if they can catch a player. But OPTIC, for the moment, they are rotating together. Shotzi leading the charge.
And they've all gone to A. They've left the B-bomb site wide open. And Heretics, again, what time do you commit to the plant? Now OPTIC in a position to rebound towards that B-bomb site. Dashy will be the tip of the spear on this approach. 25 on the clock.
And Dashy's just going to keep him guessing two different directions. The pinch is going to come in, and if you plant the bomb, you are going to get caught. Shotzi being sent in for the kill.
Here we go. The pinch is now on. Dashy's the top of the escalators. There's the first, and it's going to be a cleanup. It's Big Bruce. He's on a 5. One more kill nets in the cruise missile this time. 10 and 4 for Dashy.
And just super simple decisions again. After the opening salvo comes out, Dashy's saying, hey man, 3 nades landed at my feet. There's a lot of pressure over towards the bridge. Everybody gets grouped up together, and OPTIC start to make the plays, leaving the late flanker behind. And Dashy, as soon as he gets the comms, gets sent in for the kill. That is a beautiful bounce back round again there from OPTIC. Tie up the odds. Dashy a kill away from a cruise. In Miami, it has been much more painful when they're not getting these first bloods.
Oh, indeed. Well, all square at 3-3.
And look, they did not want to give up the B side again. That is a nice little mid-map stack, but unfortunately for them, nobody's home.
Shotzi got eyes on that, I do believe, and he's pulled that bomb right back. Dashing on the quick reposition towards that far right-hand side flank. You're looking towards the A bomb site. The Heretics are nowhere to be seen.
Well, yeah, Kenny's calling out right now. I don't see anything. Nobody's on the back wall. I'm not sure if anybody's going to be boxes, but the nades clear out the back, smokes are out, get this bomb down.
And that's going to be a plant. I don't think anyone from the Heretics is going to check it. And Pred, oh, he might be able to get on the board here. He's in a sweet spot. Able to catch these players on the push. He can hear them.
Oh,
Pred
wow.
springs to life.
Oh, how did he lose that?
Yeah, he's still in a donut.
Only for the first blood, though. Shotzi, they have to know he's in garage, but Shotzi, if he kicks open the doors, maybe can make the play, but you wait too long. Eric Broom going to break it down. This will be a 2v4. Shotzi has to do it himself.
Can he get the third? Wow, a kill that was on a Metals. This is for the ace. The bad news for him, though, is he hasn't got a huge amount of time, and Eric Boom is taking the 200 IQ play and defused the bomb. The Heretics take the lead.
Yeah, if I'm playing against Shotzi, I end up in a 1v1 in a situation like that, I'm not playing for the kill. I'm hopping the bomb and praying. And what's a prayer for a non-believer? Doesn't matter, still gets answered. Heretics with a nice bounce back round, but that is dicey.
He keeps the streak alive as well, so on a 5 spree now for Shotzi. That's going to be an issue in a moment. Lucky with bomb in hand now. Heretics on attack. Can they keep the momentum going? Shotzi, though, looking for that cruise. He might be able to get it right here and now.
Oh, this is great presence. Shotzi's able to call out, hey, there was nothing down the street. It's only one guy that showed face. And you already have number 5, Kenny's calling out. There's nothing A either. So you get a ton of map control from Optic. This is sit and wait for the comms to come through before you jump and make a play. Because Shotzi basically owns half the map.
If Eric Boom wins the gunfight, that changes everything. Bomb now moving towards A. Kenny with the first blood.
That's going to be the pressure moment, too. Number 2, if he wants to push through garage, you got Dashy looking over Ken as well. Man, disadvantage. Nice win there from Pred. Redemption for him by the boxes.
Flying forward, Shotzi on the flank. That's the 6th kill. That's going to be streaks all down to Lucky as we are going to 4-4. Once again, Optic bounce back.
That's a defensive setup there from Optic where you're feeling amazing at the start of that round. As soon as Shotzi gets up to like past the bridge, gets that mid-map control, both your ARs on the wings of the map, it's the comfy setup. You just have to execute after the fact. Optic deliver. Now for Miami, honestly, I feel like it's the creativity on the defensive end that might be the difference maker. Miami, they've had a couple different stacks. They've spread the map a little bit. They tried to dominate the middle of the map. They've given it up completely. They're mixing things up, but they got to make sure they're on point here. Is Optic maybe a nice little 2-2 split, opening up some doors, and I think that's just for a fake. That's to like mess with information long term. Dagan's coming through. Dashy not prepared, but Ken is. Gives you the extra odds.
Kenny with 2. Shotzi looking to close it out here. He only finds 1 into Lucky, but he knows that Vikal is trapped on the inside. A garage. Nades might be able to get the job done as he is in trouble now here in this 1v3.
I mean, this is just absurd. Pred finds the best corners. He loves his corners. It's going to be free because he is the best corners. There you go, Optic Texas. They get the win.
That's a big win. That's map point. And that's 1 cruise down. Lethal execution there from Optic Texas. Not a hope in hell for the Heretics. Especially after Kenny's 2-piece. That was very, very good timing.
I mean, it really did look like Dashy got caught completely off guard in the middle of a YY. Kenny, though, the YY merchant, ready to make up for past sins and delivers death towards 2. Map point from Optic and a 2-0 advantage with the 2 upcoming maps is massive. Miami Heretics, you got to dig deep.
Here we go. Lucky once again with the bomb. The Heretics looking towards that B bomb site. Hit once again. Nades are out. Pred first blood. He's gone from 0-6 to 3-6. Speaking of 6, it's Shotzi still on the spree. Can the Heretics find a kill here?
He's hunting. You get the hard stun. You go get that free kill. 4 versus 2 now from Optic. Just going to seal the deal with dominance. Nice little tear there on Rio. Optic Texas wasting no time on the deck.
They tear the Heretics apart in the final pieces of Rio there. My goodness. Things were looking very, very strong. But a 6-4 finish is what we'll see here, and that's a 2-0 lead in the series. The Heretics struggle streak continues. We'll see if they can bounce back, but that Rio chance, that was a good look for Optic Texas. Some nice new positions, great nade spots. It all worked out for him there. And those last 2 rounds, disgusting.
Yeah, that's also 22-9 there from Shotzi and Dashy. And all things considered, a lot of these rounds actually did come down to sort of those first blood fights. Even when Miami was getting the first bloods in the final round, Kenny picks up 2 and the trades just go the advantage towards Optic. The biggest round of that game, quite literally, might have been round number 1, where Miami get the first blood and Shotzi just pieces you up. I mean, those are superstar plays coming through. That is absurdity from that young man, MVP caliber, just the expectation at this point. But from Optic, it was the first half of the series that for them, probably going to be a bit more difficult. Karachi Control, they are one of the best control teams in the game. Karachi is a map they love, and Subbase, I mean, these guys are destructive. So Optic, they have set themselves up perfectly now in the series.
Well, we could be seeing a 3-0 if the stats go their way, but so far a very strong showing from Optic Texas here in our series. Miami Heretics, time to dig deep and try to push themselves towards that game 4. We'll find out how that game 4 goes after this very quick commercial break. It's 2-0 with Optic Texas in the lead. This is the CDL.
Slice up your competition with the Executive Chef Operator, now available in-game in the Call of Duty store.
Upgrade your game with a Scuff. Save $30 on the official CDL collection at scuff.co/CDL.
Get better with the Scuff, the first performance gaming controller. Visit scuff.co/CDL to change your game.
OPTIC take the round 11. And this timing is absolutely freaking brilliant. Sib caught out over towards Stack. Doesn't want to over-challenge.
That's such a beautiful play, man, which will now lead to OPTIC Texas taking the lead with only 24 seconds left. That's such a great heads-up play. Great teamwork on full display. Great trust.
He's nowhere near. Wait a second. Vivid may have held this long enough. The pistol's out and Lucky, 2 in a row.
So it all falls into the hands of Lucky. What can he try to get done? You get it done by yourself. This guy's taking over, man. What's that? Is this 14 already? Jesus.
I know it.
Thought the race was going to favor over to Seattle Surge, but it's just been a multi-kill or somebody going beast mode. It's Gio who kills the entire squad. He is lighted up. Give him more. Papa's hungry.
Cell will be able to kind of avoid this. Yeah, there's a tag on it, but Sib gets isolated. Cell, damage comes through. Time is an issue. Oh my goodness. Here we go again. Finally, the kill comes out. Does he get on in time? Oh, sure does. 5 in a row. Saves the round and gets us locked in at 2.
Diamond Khan gets it done.
Lock in, fans. Does he get timing again? Oh, sure does. He finds Hydra. Red went 1 for 1, but the trades are decent. We're going to go 2v2 early. Does he catch the timing? Doors pop. There's the burst. Skies tries the battle back. Not going to happen. OPTIC take the round 11.
Nasty shots, bro.
That's how you get it done if you are OPTIC Texas.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. We're really close to that map number 3. We're going to play another game of Control, this time on Karachi. It's Miles and Chance ready to rock and roll through OPTIC Texas, taking on Miami Heretics. And so far, OPTIC Texas looking very good. It's a 2-0.
At this point, I'm genuinely just scared of Shotzi. It seems like every single map he is getting the most impactful kills that we are going to see. He's the playmaker. He's got the high IQ plays. He reads the flanks. He gets into positions. He's got the trigger discipline. The dude literally does everything, in my opinion, the MVP of map number 2 as well. So we're going to Karachi, maybe a map that could turn into his playground, and obviously a map where OPTIC as a whole, they've been electric. Control, their best game mode by far.
Or by a long way. It's going to be disgusting. We'll see how that goes. We're on the absolute corner of that one, ready to rock and roll. But folks, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to the guys in the venue as well. It's been a great day so far. Still got a match to go later on today. It's not over yet, boys and girls. Hope you're comfortable. It is now time to delve into map number 3, the Heretics, taking on OPTIC Texas, Karachi Control.
And the Heretics still searching for their first map win on LAN as well. They're knocking on the devil's door, but they cannot quite get it done. They have beaten OPTIC on this map, but obviously that was back in January. OPTIC have certainly been making improvements since then. Their control has been absurd. Heretics got to find something special. You need the pop-off potential. They had a splash of it in map number 1. They're going to need a whole ocean here in map 3.
Towards the B zone we go for the Heretics here on attack. They got players in A as well. And it's a messy, explosive start to the round. Not able to drop just yet. Eric Boom with a smooth moves, potentially looking at a couple of kills here. But for now, happy to take that very slow capture towards A. One segment down, 2 to go.
Yeah, almost playing it like a round of S&D, trying to get the players in position. Finally, the first bloods roll through, though. Shotzi does get traded, but it is trades all over the place. Metals, last man standing. He's at least done his job. He's going to be annoying. Drag some pressure over towards B, and well, that thorn in the optic side will continue. The floodgates are open. They have made their way towards this zone.
How many more players can they get on the inside? Shots
I
is
don't need
tagged.
to rush. If I needed to rush, I
with the
would.
suppressive fire. 3 kills to the nothing so far. Here comes Dashi, Kenny, he and Pred. They managed to take care of business there. That's a lot of work done on B, but not able to get to that little marker. You have to complete the segment, otherwise the progress isn't safe.
Well, you just need the kills as well, and they're not going to get any of them. They got picked apart. Optic is swarmed, and the retake on the B zone done to perfection.
What are they pushing?
The small window of opportunity Miami had just gets slowed down and slammed in their faces. Dashi right now. I mean, this is easy pickings for him, or maybe Eric Boom, Rival 9, the ray gun indeed.
The ray gun indeed. He gets zapped out of that one, but still, Optic have done what they can to make B as safe as possible. There's less than 30 seconds to play. Shotzi's about to go on a worldwide tour of Karachi now and try and take these players in the back line. A though, slow cap. 2 members now on it. It should go a lot faster. Shotzi's causing problems. This is an issue, but the second segment of A is gone.
He's challenging like that. That is a terrible sign. Now Eric Boom is spawning up and running backwards to try to help out his teammates. Shotzi going on absolute routes. Everybody is top third. Good news is, though, because Shotzi actually goes on this flank, the close trunk spawns are going to be wide open. And now Miami can turn this into maybe 2. Over towards the B zone they go.
It's happening, boys and girls. Everybody strap in. We're going to get in towards B. We're going to find a table and enjoy the fine culinary delights of that cafe. All 3 members now of the Heretics holding on to this one. Second segment out the window. Optic have got to send it, and I don't think anyone's even going to get close enough. That is the round.
That is my ranked play teammates blackout moment of the day. I hate when it happens, and Shotzi shows it off there. He does everything right. He guns the player up top, and then he pushes out the wrong spawn and just gives Heretics the close one. If his team had actually gotten the players off the A zone, he could have just laid devastation from top 3. But the second they lost it, well, the round follows in suit. So you just outslay by a pretty sizable amount. Heretics will take it. They needed that round.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Well, can they do it?
Oh, Heretics won that round.
Defending round now for the Heretics. They've got to hold on. It's a 2-2 split now for the boys of Optic. Eric Boom, though, throws an absolute peach downtown and gets Shotzi.
Yeah, now Metals and Vinkel, they'll have their work cut out for them. A couple players made it way towards the B zone. Metals in the back alley, not the gun you want in that moment. Dashi gonna gun him down in this B zone, already open. 2 players on point. You lose top red control, and you might just lose this zone. It is the triple stack in from Optic. Maybe Dashi wants the kills first, but they are still firmly under control.
Optic really said, hold my can, a monster, baby. They are slain so far. Backdoor, Shotzi flies out into at least 1. Kenny still on the point, and B is gone. 2 minutes and 13 to take it.
Just like that, you lose 1 gunfight on the B zone, and Optic make it look easy. Flying off the point to get this done, and they have already got the pressure on A as well. Dashi looking from top red. Well, you're simply never going barrels alley. Try to go somewhere else. Ken gonna pick you apart in Miami Heretics. Desperate for a kill.
Oh, yeah, it's not getting any better. Big Bruce is frying. Here comes Pred. Oh, it's nearly all 4 shots. He dip a toe, baby. We love it. It's all 4 in the point. The stack complete. I know those Cold War Optic fans. True PTSD baby. About all those times where Optic needed to stack the point. Guys, look, it only took a couple of years, but they've learned how to do it.
That also, by the way, that might be one of the fastest rounds of control we have seen this year. There was basically no time wasted. That was the opening break. Pays off perfectly there from Optic, and they didn't stack the B zone necessarily quite as hard, but still got it done towards the end. There's Kenny on a 4 spree. The only reason Heretics even got round number 1 was Optic dropped the ball, but they made up for that mistake instantly, and now I'm a little bit scared.
Don't be afraid, Chance. Heretics are attacking this time round. Will they have the same blessings that were bestowed upon them and they took advantage of with aplomb in that first round? Eric Boom dodges the stun, and now Kenny. An awkward gunfight. Lovely crossfire there as Lucky is getting the job done on A, one segment down.
Yeah, here comes the flank though. Shotzi wins the gunfight, gets traded out, but that is sort of that opening. Nobody on the zone now, so the talk goes to ticking. At least no crews there from Ken, and you already see guys like Metals number 4. He's playing under the dumpster. So OPTIC have to respond and get some of these kills, and they respond perfectly. Shotzi reads the corner. This is light work right now on Karachi.
3 members of OPTIC now trying to hit the backside of the spawn now. Eric Boom doing the best he can to make sure his spawn is safe, and that's going to be a tough one. Dashy still in the backline there causing issues. So there's now a couple of problems to deal with. On A, we now sit though. Lucky once again going back to it. Keep the stop on the clock.
And Shotzi found the route once again, but he's going incredibly distant. He's over by Coop. He's doing smooth moves to jump up top as well. It only gets you 1, but Shotzi, Heretics, they're going to have no idea how he just pulled that off.
There's the nade, the contest, and the kill. Fred's in there. Can't quite get the second. You're going to be able to finish up A, no problem right now for the Heretics. If you can take care of Shotzi and transition immediately to B, that could be something, but damn, what a kill that was. 12 and 6. 12 and 7.
Yeah, never a fun thing where the sentence is, if you take care of Shotzi, you see even in moments like that, nearly impossible to kill. Dashy, big moment. If he gets that kill, the spawn out commences. Eric Boom wins a massive one-on-one gunfight. Can't keep it going though. Pred up top, the next man they're gonna have to weed out. Right now, everybody off spawn from OPTIC, filling in the exact right spots, even ready for the potential flank if Eagle wants to go for it. For the moment, Shotzi reading the pressure, OPTIC keeping everything contained.
Everyone there on the Heretics have spread out across the map, so there's an opportunity for Vehicle to go pretty large here, but sadly, Pred has made the perfect read. They're able to count the heads of those Miami Heretics players on the approach. Pred gets 1, Kenny gets his. And that's Vehicle taken care of as well. So that's a 3 down for now, technically. We're going to go back to spawn now. You've still got a minute to play. Heretics aren't out of this yet.
And that's also OPTIC showing off the conveyor belt system perfectly. Every single player in order of where they spawn knows exactly where they have to go. But now weird timing with the spawns out. Eric Boom has gotten towards the back, but maybe it does last for a decent bit of time. Thought the nade would connect it, but if the nade doesn't, Ken does. He falls as well. And from Heretics, you are simply back to square one. OPTIC right now playing like a mechanic. Everything is in order.
And Kenny will not leave that B zone no matter what. He's keeping an iron grip on that one. Pred's got the middle of the map covered. Hip fire there. Takes care of Equal. The second. 20 seconds to go on the round.
Nice little roar of dead in the comms as well from Pred. Ken might fall, but there's always someone to pick it back up. Pred nearby, and with 12 seconds on the clock, they're playing it slow, giving Pred time to reposition. 8 seconds, maybe a flood in his death. He is traveling, he is coming, and screaming Pred. Feasting right now on Karachi.
A big round from OPTIC Texas. A very large deficit in the life count as well, so should segment captures come into play, which at this point in time, I don't know about that one, but both Dashy and Pred having a fantastic map so far. 13 and 9 for Dashy. Pred sitting at 12 and 9 as well.
I mean, their teamwork is pretty on point as well. They've had one small mistake in this game that might have cost them a round, but everything else is done nearly perfectly. The fundamentals completely on point, the decision making and the timings as good as it gets on Karachi control. One round away to seal the deal and add another 3-0 to the belt.
Here we go. Can OPTIC close out on an attacking round with the Heretics? Will they be able to hold fast here? Pred's already got the high ground. That's an issue. Capturing A slowly but surely. Shotzi now going on a bit of a run. No need. Pred's still there in the feed as the young Australian has sprung to life.
Well, one big kill on the flank though. At least gets him off the A zone. Shotzi gets shut down as well, trying to be annoying over towards B. So a moment right now of stabilization for the Heretics. Is OPTIC yet to get back on this zone, but they got the power positions. You still get top 3. You see Shotzi has made his way back to the point. Nice little setup, very difficult to break down.
Oh, lovely work again. Now the Heretics, Metals and Lucky finding their kills. Mid-map, not that much safer. But Dashy continues to be a big old turret up here. Oh, nice work out of Lucky. The headshots are there. Kenny cleans up mid on the map. Second segment at A, long gone. That's the crossfire. A should be done.
Yeah, you get the stack too. So right, 6 is going to bump 5 off the time. That means Kenny can fly forward and work with Dashy over towards this zone. Shots might not be on point for number 1, but he's coming towards Dashy. Metals by himself has to slow him down because the flank is coming through too. 3 players right now of OPTIC are swarming around this time.
OPTIC have the numbers. Can they get the damage now? Oh, that teamwork there. Dashy plays it perfectly now. Has got an opportunity to get on towards the B zone. It's a 2-man stack in a moment, and that could be game. Heretics, last chance now to stay alive in the series.
I mean, teamwork like that, that is what dreams are made of. It is players nearby. It is Pred gets to roam. The kill feed is falling. Last man is medals. He can't get it done. OPTIC looking perfect on the day.
And that is that. The 3-0 is complete. Not so much with a bang, but a whimper is a slow and steady capture. 3-1 in control, 3-0 in the series. OPTIC Texas with nothing but confidence as they march on in the tournament.
And I think Pred might be a Tool fan. He does not have a short memory. He has flashbacks of Vehicle shining off the 3-0, and well, that might be a pain point of regret for Miami. Back-to-back now 6 maps in a row they have taken Heretics down on, and Pred a clean performance, as is across the board there from OPTIC. That is some of the best teamwork that honestly at this point we come to expect from this squad, but they are showing off the goods today.
Yeah, very, very strong showing there from the OPTIC boys. Happy indeed. Of course, Karma and JP coming up to congratulate them on the victory. We'll see what happens in a brief moment for them. And again, they march forward in the tournament. They'll keep their run going. Heretics will drop down to the lower bracket. One chance left now in the tournament to get some wins on the map, but also to see if they can keep themselves alive in their very own major. Exciting stuff there as another 3-0 under the belt for the boys in green.
And they might have been ever so slightly tested on Rio, but outside of that, an effectively flawless performance. Kicking off their tournament right, and a team that is needed to be clutch throughout the stage. Well, the dominance finally makes a nice little guest appearance on LAN. And again, we saw it literally right from the jump. The boys in the comms coming out hot as well, but credit where credit is due, right? I'm seeing Dasher with 9 assists on top of the 16 kills. Him and Kenny's teamwork together there towards the end. Again, that is what dreams are made of.
It's one thing that, you know, both be hitting the back alley for that one player Dashy, just to pump the brakes and stop. Let the play breathe. Don't have to hit that left stick. It takes a lot of control to do that. Shout out to Bruce. His game has changed immensely over the years he's been in the CDL, and he's really starting to shine, and that's saying something. 251, 6-5, 6-4, 3-1. It is done. 3-0. OPTIC Texas walking away with a big win there. Chance. Massive surprise. And what you got? You got anything else? Anything else?
Nothing else. Again, they came out and took care of business, all about it. And well, now time to relax and get ready to take the day off tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've got our Monster Energy Victory Spotlight up on the stage. Guy Blaze joins Pred.
Thank you so much, Miles. Miami, show some love to Pred and OPTIC Texas as they make it to Saturday in the upper bracket. Pred, yet again, another 3-0 against this Miami squad. Let's talk about it. And you know what, for you, let's go to map number 2. You know, in that S&D, if they took that, it probably could have been a different series. But you know, you had a little rough start, but you figured out how to close out that search and destroy. What did you see there in that game plan for you to be able to take that lead away from them when they had the 4-3 and close it out 3 rounds in a row?
Honestly, that's like, I think that map we've only played it once in a match. So obviously, you know, S&D matches play a bit differently. And, you know, it was a good feel for us because we haven't played that map, I think, only once. So we just adjusted mid-map, you know. I feel like we were playing a bit too passive at times. And I think we just turned up the aggression a little bit because we're just giving them too much respect when in reality we shouldn't.
Yeah.
And that's it, man.
Hey. Now, speaking of aggression, okay, I know how aggressive you are. I know how aggressive Kenny is. I know how aggressive Shotzi is. But talk to me about how cool, calm, and collected Bruce is as the AR on his team and how he's been playing so far.
I mean, you know Bruce, man. He shoots the straightest, man. So we have him in the back line shooting over us. And, you know, it works out great, man. Me, Ken, and Anna flying, and Bruce is just tagging everyone up for us. So it's a great dynamic.
Definitely a great combination there. And so, you know, here in the beautiful city of Miami, what has it been like to be getting cheered on by these fans and having a good time in Florida? How's your vibe been?
I mean, you know, the Green Wall, like I've always said, it's unguardable, man. The best fan base in the world, man. So I appreciate you guys always coming out and supporting us, man.
All right, everybody. That's going to do it for me and Pred on the stage. Show some more love to OPTIC Texas. Chris, take us away.
Big win for OPTIC, and it's back-to-back LAN successes. A 3-0 comes out today, and if we look at the series, Allie, this is kind of reminiscent of the previous match, where Miami at times is ahead in games 1 and 2, but eventually OPTIC just comes back and takes over that game at the end.
Yeah, that game 1 felt almost like a little bit of a warm-up for OPTIC Texas because it was relatively close until about the final P3 to P4, and then it's Kenny on the rotation getting those 2 kills to kind of shut down all of Miami Heretics' hope on flipping those spawns. But That Rio, man, I was really impressed with OPTIC Texas. Obviously, they have been really good at search and destroy, but for me, it was the fact that Miami was getting up. They were winning the first blood battle. They were playing their trades incredibly well, but Texas is like, all right, you're going to play the trades? Fine. We'll start wolf packing the entire map together and play with each other. And what does that do? That's round after round after round. The OPTIC Texas crawls right back in to get that map win.
And a quick reminder for all the Miami fans taking off early tonight. Reminder, you're playing tomorrow. You're still in the tournament. There's an elimination bracket waiting for the Heretics.
Absolutely, man. And Heretics, they had a decent performance throughout that series, but they went up against a powerhouse who has been battle-tested, backs against the wall. We saw it in that hard point, like Ali mentioned. Kenny has a huge play. They get about 100 unanswered points. Then we get to that game 2 search and destroy. Fred said he was really proud. In the interview, he said he's really proud of how they started to take map control, and that's what happened. Unfortunately for Miami Heretics, they started to give up mid-map. They started to do some like three-man pushes over towards Garage. They get punished by a pinch from OPTIC, and then in the very next round, they try to like make a play before the streak comes down. It's just not enough, man. OPTIC's too strong across the board. We get a world-class control performance for game 3.
Yo, and give me up top, because you just said exactly what I wanted to follow up on that with, is the fact that Miami, near the end of that map, was just giving way too much real estate on the map on offense. Just way too much information for OPTIC Texas.
Sorry, I had to see if I could still do it. It hasn't been since elementary school. Let's take a look here at this win here for OPTIC. And of course, plays like this make it possible. It's your Scuff play of the game. Kenny getting the job done, shooting some bodies to celebrate. Here is the big man, Pred and Kenny, combining for some ridiculous numbers this series.
Kenny had a fantastic map 1 in this series. I think he's kind of the reason they held on and kept it so close as long as they did, and then everybody in Texas started to slowly start streaking. It started with Kenny, and then it moved to Pred, and then it moved to Shotzi and Dashy, and slowly they just started infecting each other to start making the right plays and start going on these streaks, and I just think that's really impressive from an OPTIC Texas team that previously we saw had to have one player clutch up in these situations, aka Shotzi.
Nameless, it's been a minute since we've seen OPTIC with a trophy. They still in the running in your eyes?
100%. They're the favorite here at this tournament. They proved it online time and time again. They have had so much practice coming into this tournament, and that series right there, that was a statement. It's like, hey, we're here to play. Everybody's contributing, and we saw it.
Taking care of business, OPTIC moves forward, and they get a chance to play against Toronto Ultra. And this is good news. If you watched Boston, remember, OPTIC, they fall to phase. Toronto, this is a different ballgame.
Yeah, listen, this match is going to be a banger. Listen, Ultra have had some problems online, but they had a good matchup against the Legion that allows maps could have went either way. Both these teams look final right now.
Subliners also in that winner's bracket round 2. And when we come back, we find out who joins them. Will it be the LA Thieves or is it Atlanta FaZe? Stay tuned.
Upgrade your game with a Scuff. Save $30 on the official CDL collection at scuff.co/CDL.
Get better with a Scuff, the first performance gaming controller. Visit scuff.co/CDL to change your game. Start the season strong with the Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL Operator, Weapon Blueprint, and so much more. Check out the Call of Duty store in-game now.
It's going on CDL TV, baby.
Share your life. They actually went for the challenges and gave us an opportunity, which is just something I hate seeing. And what the hell was that? Then he just got
That's the best gun in the game. That is the best gun in the game.
Listen, where am I looking here? It's Mother's Day, all right? Call your moms, all right? And maybe I'll call them too.
Anti-bridge. Yeah, our bridge is shield. What's left? I'm cutting mid.
I'm not sure if I'm getting old, but I swear to God, Joe, sometimes when Celium talks, all I hear is... Yeah.
Get to the window, and Shotzi just lying in wait. He's waiting for the call from his teammates. The moment of pounce, he's trying to bait these guys out, and the bait indeed. You got the two players on the flank coming through. They've got the spawns. Now the pressure's on Cammy. Looking for the second, looking for the third. He takes them down. Oh, Cammy!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's show. This weekend, we saw the top Call of Duty teams compete at the U.S. Championship held at Full Sail University. In a surprising turn of events, strictly business, the 9 seed came out of nowhere to dominate the bracket, defeating 9-time champions Complexity twice to secure the #1 seed at the Call of Duty World Championship.
You know, we knew we were going to come in and handle business. You know, they're a pretty team. I don't know what all the hype is about around this match. I mean, look at the scores.
I did.
Here come the thieves. They cannot allow this to slip now. And there is snaking going on. Octane and Envoy have broken through. Finds the second 1v1. And it's placed up. Looking for the last. And they put it out. 10 seconds. 10 points. The comeback of the CDL year. Can they do it? The thieves are moving. But they are moving into the kill feed. And Legion have just made the greatest comeback in Hardpoint you will ever see.
I remember really good.
I like your trophies. Which one's your favorite?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. This one seems like insane. Look at this one too. Like, this is crazy. Like
the golden nut, baby. The diamond nut. Excuse me.
You know what I'm saying? How could I not be like? How could I not feel like I'm not gonna lose? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna ask you. Is like, Sib, you're coming into a winning culture. These guys won champs. We obviously.
Try and work someone on the flank. He's able to find by Criminelli. The Craigs, they're able to get 2 headshots. They know that formula's gone. Vivid. Ooh, I think that's a bit of an over challenge. Envoy, he goes to the defensive side. Nobody able to check the bomb. Crim ready for it. Nice shots. Or Criminelli now going to find all 4 kills.
This is formal for the ace. Third. 4.
Illy wraps back, and it's formal with the ace. Craziest play I have ever seen in my entire life. I don't know if anything will ever stack up to this play.
I mean, I can't believe he had time to reload for the first one. I mean, part of that at all. And the fact that Priesta accidentally mantles the Godheady.
Standy will get free info here onto Assault. Quickly finds the kill. Whoa! He's going for the assassination. Didn't hold the button down long enough. And Assault says not so fast.
Let me tell you right now, these guys play every day. You should know you cannot assassinate someone when they are a little bit taller than you on the map. And unfortunately, the 1v doesn't work, but we know them hands from Assault. They are definitely warm. 2 punches right to the chest to take down Standy.
It certainly makes the big play. And now you're on offense flanking. You've taken the bomb straight through the middle of the map. Hook, he's everywhere. You're getting flanked on defense, but Beezy gives him the ish, and Methods wins his one as well. I don't care if he gets traded. It's a 3v2, and Beezy's still alive. That's a GG.
They're playing my court. They have to play. They are both water. One shot. There's two water. They went red. They went red, Clay. They went red. Both inside red. Both inside red. They went front door. They went front door.
He's hopping. Watch the water.
I got your word. Backdoor, backdoor.
They
They didn't see you yet.
Nice! Let's go play!
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
Bienvenidos, Ami. Welcome back, everybody. It is Major 2, hosted by the Heretics, presented by Gamergy, and it has been quite an exciting show so far. No Game 5s, as our top seeds have been able to take care of business, and we're going in to the final fight here in the winner's bracket. Atlanta FaZe, number 3 seed, taking on number 6 in the LA Thieves. Alley Cat Nameless, thoughts coming into this battle, Alley? Who's got the edge?
There's got to be an upset at some point today, right? All of the favorites so far have won the series and pretty handedly, so I'd say that OPTIC series might have been the fastest on the day.
Pretty swift.
Listen, our job up here is always to provide the analytics and sell the dream. Now, I want to say Atlanta did struggle up against LAG, but they played LA Thieves recently, and they destroyed them. So for LA Thieves, maybe they did some research, watched some VOD, they come back stronger today, but it does feel like a true David versus Goliath.
Well, LA Thieves have been underdogs in almost all of their fights. They started Major 2 at the bottom of the leaderboard. They finished in 6th after all their qualifiers, but they are taking on a squad that knows nothing but championship matches. Atlanta FaZe falling short in Boston, looking to right the ship here in Miami.
I think respectfully, I mean, it happened a while ago, right? So LA Thieves has opportunity in the series. The issue is that Atlanta FaZe, regardless, they're always going to be in that top 3, top 4 conversation when it comes to LAN time. For the past 3 years, it's Life, Death, Taxes, and Atlanta FaZe in the top 4. And even though they're having a little bit of a struggle right now, this team is disgusting. They set the blueprint that a lot of these teams are trying to replicate. And you can see it here, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Yeah, there's a little bit of a drop-off, but the scary part is that their ARs have gotten better during this split.
Listen, the thing that I worry about is you see a lot of these teams really working on their search and destroy. OPTIC, New York, they look so good in those game modes. Even some of the teams at the bottom of the leaderboard, like LA Thieves, who top 3 in S&D throughout this split. Atlanta FaZe is at risk of getting Nezlo'd. I never thought I would say that. They really are. Just given how they've been in that game mode, you can see for the pregame, they've been unbelievable in control, 7-0. They have 3 players who are the top 3 in control. Abizi, Celium, and Draza, 1, 2, and 3. Cheers. And their defense has been unbelievable, man. They've just been dominating everybody when it comes to the swing game mode. And then not enough juice. 2nd in hold percentage, 12th in points per hold, and 12th in hold efficiency. That has to be better at HPs, especially versus some of the top teams.
This is going to be a good fight. Hopefully, LA Thieves able to steal an early hard point, because you know what's going to happen come that game 3 if history repeats itself. Atlanta FaZe versus LA Thieves. That's the battle on your stage. And we got to introduce you to a Thieves lineup that has made a big roster change from stage 1 to stage 2. They put Cammy on the bench. Joe DeCeves goes down to challengers as well. And instead, you have brought in some new blood that is doing work.
Yeah, you bring in Nasty and Kremp, right? And I mean, they've done their jobs thus far. Nasty has been as consistent as ever. But the biggest question mark for me right now is if Kremp can be that aggressive frontrunner SMG for this team that they need. Because the reason they're falling behind a lot of these big top dogs is that their slaying has just not been up to par. The last time they went up against the Atlanta FaZe, it was an engagement of 60 kills between Celium and Simp. So they can't hang in the slaying department, but as of recency bias, they've been slowly getting better. But like I said, Team KD overall right now is sitting at a .93. It just won't work versus the top 4 teams.
Name was 13 and 15. Map count is good enough for a 4-3 record. It seems like when they get the dubs, they have to go the distance.
Yeah, they go the distance. I mean, the hardpoint hasn't been awful. They're 5 and 7. They went from 1 and 12. They have 3 players who are averaging over 4K damage per HP, so they're definitely competitive there. And then throughout the split, they played all the hardpoint maps, trying to discover what they're good at. They have wins on 4 of them out of the 5, so they have massive improvement. And then for the Monster Energy pregame, leading lives too fast on attack, 2 and 13 record, 1 and 5 on high rise, and 1 and 3 on Karachi. Just got to slow down earlier in the rounds and mitigate that damage. And then the early round monsters, 62.3% opening duel rate, ranks 1st throughout this second split, largely in part due to Afro, who's been unreal there. And they're 1st on both attacking and defending sides when it comes to that. And you can see Afro 17-6, Nasty 9 and 3. What a duo.
Can we talk about MVP performance? People are saying you're going to need star play out of your star players. Do LA Thieves have a star, or who is an MVP candidate that we should look at coming into the match?
LA Thieves, you'd have to say Ghosty. Yeah, he's been the most consistent player. He's been the leader for this team since having to leave OPTIC Texas last year. He's had to fill some pretty big shoes when it comes to LA Thieves roster. And then you look on the side of Atlanta FaZe, you talk about Celium, right? The most consistent player in the game that we've had for the past 3 years. I mean, he hasn't ever missed a step. He still leads overall in KD, overall in hardpoint. Search and destroy, though, a little bit of a dip, but 1.15. I mean, come on.
Your name was when we started saying Shotzi's looking like the best player in the game. All of the FaZe fans came out to Celium's defense. Is he the best player in the game? Where do you have Celium right now in your power rankings?
I don't have him as the best player in the game right now. I mean, he does go. I mean, he's fantastic, right? It almost feels like it's disrespect to say that, but you know, he's got other people on his team who are dropping crazy amounts of damage. He's got other people who are top 3 in the same game modes that he's frying in. It's a collective team effort. They're all fantastic.
I like this squad on both sides of the ball. We'll see, can LA Thieves draw blood early? It's not going to be easy against Celium and crew. Alley Cat, break it down for me, though. Expectations coming in as we're going to be kicking things off with a hard point. How can LA Thieves match up against FaZe today?
I think they can do well. Again, I think it comes down to the SMGs, and if they're going to be able to hang in the killing in the slaying department, I don't see them winning the control. So we need to see that strong search and destroy that we saw from them at the beginning of the split.
We haven't seen a Game 5 all day. I don't think we get one right now in the Scuff Pick'em. I got to lock in Atlanta FaZe. Top seeds are moving forward.
I think there's got to be an upset on the day, but I'm not going to bet with it, so I'm going to stick with Atlanta FaZe.
I was getting ready for her to say LA Thieves, and I was going to lose it. I'm going with Atlanta FaZe. I think they take this series pretty handedly.
Great matchup coming your way, and for the walkouts, we got our best friend on the main stage. Show some love to Guy Blaze.
Thank you so much, Chris. Now, Miami, it's time to get ready for this last match of the day. You ready to go? That's what I want to hear. Now, this squad coming to the stage is looking to run it up here for the team. Get ready, because here comes the Thieves.
Spin that, then we spin that to some more. We gon' get it poppin', dog. It's time to hit the flow. I ain't had enough of it. I think I need some more. You ain't got these on, cause they don't sell them at the store. I won't take no shit from no one. I don't bend and I don't fold. We was OT hitting licks, you would've thought it was on toe. Gotta let me in the game or else we kicking down the door. Bruce Leroy with the swag, boy, you know I got that glow. I'ma say it once so you get it good.
Miami, get loud for the Los Angeles Thieves! We got Afro, Ghosty, Crimp, and Nasty. The LA Thieves drinking that secret sauce ready for a dub.
The turnaround that these guys have had is so impressive. They went from not being able to win a hard point to having a top 6 seed coming into this major, and they want nothing more than to upset one of the greatest teams we have in the CDL. Now it's time to bring out their opponents, Atlanta FaZe.
All right, let's bring out their opponents and see if they're going to have trouble with another Los Angeles squad. Get ready, because here comes Atlanta.
I have a plan.
Crazy with the rage, dangerous and rage. Captain never been afraid. Deadly with the aim. I ain't wanna take light. Look into my eyes. I'm a killer inside, coming for the prize. Do you really want these problems? I put you in that coffin. But I'm never Johnson. You put this ain't to stop it. Hungry for the beef, leave you obsolete. See my lines deep. See me in the streets if you want the heat. Yeah.
Some noise for Atlanta FaZe. We got Draza, Abizi, Sim, and Salium ready to complete the plan. It's Atlanta FaZe.
This is a team that is never outside that top 4 conversation, and the second that you start doubting them is when they start to win championships. Atlanta FaZe has had their leaps and bounds this stage, but still an opportunity to be the team to get upsetted on the day. It's time to close it out with who has the better red, Blaze.
All right, we'll see who has the better odds in this one, but I'm ready to get this one going. Merc, Maven, let's get wild.
Oh, I'm down. Let's have some fun. Let's get a little bit wacky with it, Joe. And I've got a question for you. For Atlanta FaZe, it's been consistency, right? All these finals, you may not be winning them, but you've been getting to Sunday over and over again. You do that by beating teams you're better than. I mean, it's what it is. You don't get upset very often. Do you make them a little more prone to it after that LAG loss heading into this event?
No, I think the only time you really start to question Atlanta FaZe is probably Sundays, right? It feels like they get there no matter what. They're either be close to a final or in the final. So
not to do much to you then?
No, not too much. I mean, we saw that, last stage, the whole Ultra Boston match.
Yeah.
There's times where these teams have made some slip-ups in our top 4. But on the other side, for LA Thieves, you are getting better. It seems like you're trending in the right direction. It's just, I don't know if they have enough for this FaZe team.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. It was dark there for a while for Thieves. You have to go through this complete rebuild and restructure. Octane retires, things fall apart. Your other all-stars go all over the place, and you kind of start afresh. And it starts really rough, but finally it seems like there's some positive movement. Finally.
Yeah, no, obviously after the team change, you bring in Nasty, you bring in Kremp. The respawns aren't fantastic, but they're getting better. You look at Invasion Hardpoint, they've played it 5 times, 2 and 3, where FaZe are 2-0 throughout Major 2 qualifiers. But overall on the season, they've played it a whole bunch. FaZe have only dropped it 1 time. So the good thing for them is they really have Search and Destroy figured out.
Well, I was going to ask you if there's what's your opening here? If you're going to get upset if you're Thieves, what's it come through? What mode?
I guess Search, but you're going up against FaZe.
Yeah, that is true. But FaZe, 5 and 4 over this split. So maybe not as dominant as they've been at times, but 2 losses to New York. So it kind of is what it is there. But to the hardpoint, we will now focus. Draza, Simp for the double. Simp has been unbelievable since day 1 in this title.
To fix his cam so we can make sure we get that great POV, a Simp, instead of the stage. But yeah, some early time between both of these squads. A lot of time off the play clock. 10 seconds left. You have a BZ, the only player over here for FaZe at P2. Not able to take down Nasty. Nasty now just going to try to finesse. Throws out stuns, nades. And well, there we go. A BZ still snaps, but there is a trade from Afro.
He just never really had view on him, so he lost him. Didn't realize that he kind of pushed forward and ends up being a kill to a BZ, but it'll be Thieves now at the point over to Kremp's POV. He's trying to slide back to Tractor, just barely able to get there with sub 50 HP. Draza and the boys starting to push forward. What are your thoughts on Draza kind of in his addition to this team and maybe how he's developed over the past couple months?
I think, stage 1, he was trying to get comfortable. Maybe not, in his best play style, as confident as he is, right? Being sort of a vocal guy. But I think throughout stage 2, he has really gotten better and better. And we've heard him in the interviews at the studio talking about how comfortable he is in these positions, playing the way he likes to play Call of Duty.
And now the man on your screen who's similar, really getting to how he wants to play. He's been putting up numbers. He's been kind of their anchor at times in hardpoint. Dan Ghostie's been a beast.
No, he has. He has been phenomenal for them in the respawns. Really the only consistent piece, when it comes to hardpoint, comes to control. But, I mean, we're looking at a 23-9 scoreline, 2 hills in. We're at 335 already.
Yeah, Joe, there's a reason I was kind of asking you questions about players and stuff because there was nobody in the hardpoint really at all. They're just kind of battling back and forth. Not a lot was going on. We're just at the beginning moments of this series. We had 90 seconds off the play clock. Pretty unbelievable. We'll see if things start to heat up a bit more as you're vying for map control and you start to get some time. Maybe an issue there.
Yeah, and Nasty's just kind of running into a wall. So we'll get that one figured out. You see the team kills coming in, and we'll probably have a bit of a restart here. So thanks for staying patient with us, and it happens.
Yep, not sure exactly what's going down, but thank you guys in the venue. We'll get this figured out as quickly as we can. But listen, I would love to chat with you and break down what we saw, Joe, but there wasn't a whole lot yet.
No, I think both teams really just vying for control. And in FaZe, they were setting this up right here where you're just trying to cash in at P3, right? That's what we've seen throughout this stage. Just controlling that street at P2, giving them palace spawns, not overextending early on in the game to where that gets messy.
Well, we'll get the admins in and stuff as they'll try to resolve whatever issue is going down on the main stage. Again, thank you for your patience, but we'll maybe just kind of chat through stuff a little bit while we wait. Maybe talk bigger picture about stuff. Yeah, I mean, what did your final be when you did your pick'ems?
I think it was New York OPTIC.
That's what you had, New York OPTIC, so
yeah.
All right.
I just kind of went for it. You never know.
No, I mean, I
think there's an argument for any of the top 4. Go with it. Any combination you want. I think it makes sense at this point.
Yeah, no, it's been crazy because it seemed like FaZe and Ultra, really kind of a bit ahead after Major 1, and then New York and OPTIC keep getting better and better and better. But I don't know. It's like
Still FaZe at Ultra. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
They've been so consistent. But we're taking a look at our overall best of 5 just to remind you.
We got a date on Invasion for 3 maps.
We sure do. Where are you taking me?
Well, I mean,
not
much.
Yeah, okay.
There's not much really on that map to go. Maybe the old
restaurants are close.
Maybe the old Blockbuster, the DVD. Yeah, that's the only place.
Perfect. Rio for map 4, then to High Rise map 5 if we get there. I mean, this would be incredible for Thieves. If they're able to come out and get a win in this and move forward, it'd be unbelievable. But part of the reason, when we always talk about FaZe and their stability, their consistency, how often they're able to push into these Sundays, into these finals, you do that. But yeah, just not. I said sort of not losing to people that you're better than, but like you just don't have those round 1 upsets. It's just kind of business as usual. You get to your winners final pretty consistently. They rarely stumble. They rarely fall in these early rounds. But
I think even last year, right, when they had a winners round 1 exit, I think that was Boston. I think they got all the way to the final, right?
Yeah. So it's like,
it does happen. It's very rare, but yeah, usually they kind of handle business. You kind of said like you thought there was going to be a Cinderella story at some point. May not be in winners round 1. Maybe it'll be after winners round 2. But see right here for hardpoint metrics, Thieves are getting better, but FaZe still, they're going to hold it right there.
To what you just said though, like the. Yeah, I think winners too. We haven't had I feel like these past most of last year and the beginning of this year, Thursday's been pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Because what happens? Like your league's it's pretty top 4 heavy right now. There's 8 teams in the winners bracket. It's the good 4 teams versus the probably not as good 4 teams.
Yeah, just New York last major. That was really it. But so far today, I mean, I think Vegas it played ultra tough, but in a couple of spots, ultra able to take the close maps, similar to what we just saw with OPTIC in Miami. Even our series earlier, like Boston, played them tough, but every single time they allowed a moment, Slasher tweeted about it. Too many small mistakes versus great teams, and you get punished.
Oh yeah, we saw them. I mean, we were talking about while we were casting, but no, it's interesting. New York, that slipped my mind because I still think of that as such a fast day because they got 3-0 slammed. It still was. We were up at 6 o'clock on Thursday. I'm like, okay, well, that was weird. That was a fast one. But you can see Edmonds up there is trying to resolve what's going on, maybe one of the PCs, and as soon as we're good, we'll get back into the action here. Have you talked much to kind of JCap or Shane and this coaching staff as they've worked to move through some of the frustrations on the Thief side?
Yeah, I'm always talking to those guys, right? Yeah, great friends over there. I think for them, it's just you still have a lot of young pieces here. But again, just a refresh of the bracket today. The top 2 were 3-0s. They both had some close maps. Ultra Legion especially. New York, they lose map number 1 versus Boston, but then bounce back in a big way. Behind Kismet, Hydra, the Submachine Guns of New York, so stellar. And now we're down to FaZe and Thieves.
Well, speaking of Thieves, we're going to take a look at sort of their road to the major and how they got here. Sorry. Yes, we'll take a look. I said they did play FaZe in the qualifier, which we touched on. That was a 3-0. FaZe kind of handled business, took care of it, but that's the road there. Anything that kind of stood out for you, sort of beat the bad teams, lose to the good teams?
I think the best, a good win early is the Rocker one, right? But that's when things started to unfold for them. And then I think probably your second best win here, or the best win after everything, is kind of the Paris 3-1. That was a fantastic win in the moment, because that's what we saw.
It now you just said Paris, because I've been saying Paris.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but Vegas
I've done it so much that I've tricked you into now doing it.
Yeah, it's almost like I've been messing with you. So you say it, and then I said it.
I didn't say it for 2 years, and you trolled me about it, and now,
But yeah, I think that 3-1 win over Legion was, okay, this team's they're right there.
You guys don't know how funny that is to me, because Joe's been making fun of me all week.
Yeah, well, last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah, see? It's easy to do. Think about the Eiffel Tower out there, and
they're in both places.
It's a good point. It's a good point. But we are about to load back in, so the issue is resolved. Thank you again for hanging with us as we get ready to hop into our final series of the night. See if FaZe can get it done, close it out, or if Thieves, like the improvements have been, it's up your 3 losses, like it's Ultra, it's OPTIC, it's FaZe. Like, you lost to 3 of the top 4. But the fact is, if you're going to make a good run, you're going to have to be one of those type of teams. You're going to have to.
Yeah, sooner or later. And again, it was a 3-0 when they matched up a couple of weeks ago. They did play Invasion Hardpoint. FaZe able to win that one, like 250 to 178, and then there was like back-to-back Karachi. So that's why you're not going to see that one in this series.
No Karachi, lots of Invasion. is we'll see maybe if a little bit more time and focus on the objective early on in this one. Cell, BZ opening things up early. That is all 4 down in a row there for Thieves. Is early control over to FaZe.
Yeah, BZ maybe just trying to get aggressive here inside of Laundry. And well, Thieves, they're kind of just thinking, do we just maybe try to get this player off point and then push up towards P2? But they're going to find a BZ and Simp who were trying to get aggressive, and a nice response there for Thieves. So they go 4-5 dead in a row. Now able to find some time, but on rotation over towards P2, it'll be a better setup here for FaZe.
Yeah, if those kills came through with like 5 to 10 seconds left maybe on the clock or on the transition for the hard point, maybe it works out, but you had, what, like 20. So they're able to set up, you get into a good position of your FaZe, you get some nice kills if you are Simp. He is hunting, picking them apart, got the Predator.
Yeah, and now you had, what, your last 2 spawns for LA Thieves before this hill pops were gas. So you're all the way across the map. First 10 seconds, your first player here is Nasty, who spawned up Palace, able to win the gunfight though. So now you have a pinch developing if you are LA Thieves. Screb able to find the first, get him off that hill, and every single time where it's looking a little bit messy, or if Thieves are in trouble, they fight right back out of it.
Yeah, it's like when it looks clean for FaZe, they make it messy. I think is what you're going for. Yeah. Like they're able to just disrupt things, get them out. And now, I mean, yes, more points on the objective certainly. It's another multi-kill here for Simp as he's beaming at 6 and 3. You still almost have a minute off the play clock. It's been hotly contested early on. Final 10 or so seconds looking to be the way of FaZe. We're on Simp's POV. Can't quite connect. Crimp wins at close range. There with the MCW. Right over to Cell now. What damage can he do? The answer is none. That's a double for Ghosty. And here we go. Chance for Thieves.
Yeah, this is perfect for LA Thieves at this P3. You get a couple of kills as that rotation, as the hill is about to pop. And well, Simp, he found a couple, but they just spawn up blue side. So you rotate over towards P3. You are so far away. Here comes the first break attempt for Atlanta FaZe, 20 seconds in. It's going to be Simp leading the way up at 7 and 4. There's the first gunfight. Diving, dodging, dipping, just trying to finesse, get some help from his teammates, but the help is not there.
That ends up working out beautifully if you are Thieves. You had a 4-on-3 there for a moment of your FaZe because one spawns out for Thieves, but you can't quite get across in time. It's funny because sometimes it looks so easy on the minimap. Like you look at it, you're like, you just gotta put it. It's 10 feet away, but getting across some of the streets though with the crossfire can be so difficult.
Yeah, I can. Now Afro finding a couple of spawn kills. So you still have the parking lot spawns, and well, BZ's just been lurking, gonna find some of that scrap time. So maybe just trying to flip the map for the P5. Is P4 about to spawn on up? And yeah, this is one of those moments where both teams are fighting for map control. But watch number 7, Simp. He's kind of lurked through. Obviously, the comm's going to be hectic on both sides, trying to call out names, trying to hunt, so they have spawns for the next hill.
Yeah, we know. Daddy's in the game. How insane he can be. Is Selly able to snap now? Simp still lurking, that number 7 on the map. Crimp is still fighting. Number 1 and Ghosty still looking for him, just trying to track him down the other side of it. And again, it's just like stalemate where everyone is fighting for map control and information. The objective is 3rd.
Yeah, just trying to set up for P5. And here we go. There's gunfights on the opposite side of the map. Is Nasty maybe trying to get him off the time? Well, Draza's going to hear that. And now the gunfight's going down around DVD, but FaZe have the spawns that they want. Now trying to transition over towards this B Street, but Kremp on 5 in a row.
Kremp, can he disrupt this? Can he stay up? Not gonna happen. Cell just slides through and catches him.
It's at number 6 every single time. It feels like it's that much harder. If he just holds that pre-aim, maybe he's able to find a kill. But this is great now for Thieves. You had the spawns if you were FaZe, you still do, but you don't find the kills as the hill pops, so it's a little bit messy. Again, right as that comes in, the Thieves are doing enough.
Still there, still fighting, but it is still FaZe inside of the point. Finally, you burst through with the kills from Crip and Afro. Now you flip them out. And like, even though you've had some early setups from FaZe, a team that sometimes at hardpoint is known so well for their breaking and struggled at holding, it seems like those old woes are here. They have not been able to do much with an early setup or get into that early setup due to the plays from Thieves.
Well, Afro, he's going to be the last one, but he's able to find a double. No trophy on the hill. Waiting for his teammates off a spawn, and through our first set of hills, you're going to be up about 60. And just controlling the money hills so far for LA Thieves.
Honestly, it feels like the sub base we casted earlier in some ways. I know that was like a tie game, but it was like not a lot of clean time. Just kind of messy, lots of breaks, lots of contests, lots of the play clock. Then we get to this point. And typically someone starts to take over, starts to rally a bit, and start to accrue a lot more of that objective time. We'll see if that ends up maybe being the case here on the invasion. Simp looking for the openers. One tucked in front behind the box, not able to get through. Is Nasty able to pick his head off, following up those BZ and Cell. Last player drops the Draza, and that's everybody wiped out. So spawning back right will be Thieves. FaZe lock it down for now.
Yeah, but now you have this setup here. Look at FaZe getting so aggressive once again, trying to get spawns for P2. On that street side, BZ was all the way back gas. There is the flip. So you have LA Thieves spawning out towards Palace, but the rest of this time should go the way of Thieves unless an 8 connects.
I mean, as long as they're maintaining like this 60 or so point advantage, yeah, just keep getting a little bit in the early time, taking the final 10 to 15 or so, and just maintaining this advantage. Maybe not as orthodox as you'd like it, but like it's working out. It's been scrappy, it's been messy, but it's getting the job done. The league continues to grow. BZ trying to find openers now, but this is a big moment here for Thieves. You've got a chance to get a ton of time. You've got a big advantage. Looking to shock them into map 1 to listen in now with Los Angeles Thieves.
I'm staying alive, boys. Score, one shot, dead. Watch out, watch out. There's two on me. One there, watching. One shot, street dead. Nice, let's go. Low nest, close to sky. He's on me. I'm not gonna push this.
Okay, make sure we get this time.
Get all this time. Just stay down.
Yeah.
Pretty good time, we should. Alright, yo, pitching, green pillar now.
Wait, nice.
White time. I'm going right now.
Think about now.
Good time.
Are we getting another assault? We should play for the old now. We're gonna be late.
Johnson went dark and cells on ult.
Yeah, Missing nothing. Hold and do.
Weak middle. He's kill. Mine kill. Chill.
I'm getting across that fucking. You're getting across.
He went in rugs. There's a time of easy dead. One more there's a time.
Come on.
There's a time in front cap. There's a time in front cap right now.
That's all draws. To the side. Okay, listen. Cells that time. What?
Take your time. It's gonna be easy.
I'm hiding street. You're hiding street? Okay. Watch out.
Yeah, go mid. I'm one shot here. I'm gonna go.
Listen, I'm already front time.
Go. That's too late. He's on our side. Nice. Well, let's be their side of BT. We're pushing. Nice. Let's be their side. I don't see him. Alright, invite now. Going rugs. Going front rugs. Hold their side.
Front rugs. He's gone.
At the beginning of that, I think Thieves make the play to maybe close out the game. Then FaZe break back in. Then Crip's able to lurk and get in, and suddenly they got the advantage. Back and forth on the hard point. Back to mid-map we go. Still up 80 are Thieves. A chance to put the dagger through now.
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of that, right? It was, again, just finding those last 15 to 20 seconds. Massive for Thieves. You would have been down around 40 or 50 your FaZe if you find all the time there at P3, but doesn't happen. Again, finding all the kills, putting the pressure on. And now on a hill like this, if you could just find 5 to 10 seconds at a time, really put the pressure on FaZe here, what would be a big upset here in map 1.
I mean, you still have a big advantage, but it's just, I feel like nervous because it feels like they've let him like hang around a little bit. Like FaZe just hung around a bit. There's been moments kind of close it out for your Thieves, and it hasn't dialed in, but you've still held this advantage. You gotta put them away though. Don't let a top team like Atlanta FaZe start to crawl back into this one bit by bit. Cell hits with the pistol. Hardpoint still white. Next ready to pop. You got position. Maybe the rallying cry right now.
Yeah, this is the last. This is the last chance. A much cleaner setup here towards this P5. They're controlling the map. You have Sim pushed up on the street. Look at where Abizi is, AS and D. So you just know it's going to take a long time for Thieves to get here. But a nice win by Josie. Now the nades, the stuns, going to start hitting towards this hill. But a trophy is down. So 45 seconds left. Again, can Thieves just maybe find 10 or 15 here? Break this up, make the map messy.
So far, so good for FaZe. Slowly, just second by second, crawling back into this one, down as much as 100.
There's a chance.
Still alive in the game, but maybe the break here, you got some numbers. FaZe hop out of the hard point to play their lives and play position for a second. That's going to be Salian just trying to dance. Maybe take a fight and get back in, but you're getting a healthy amount of time here. If you're Los Angeles Thieves, you're about to crack over that 220 mark. Hitting back in will be Simp. He's able to earn a streak, so you're going to have that cluster to work with. You get to about 230 here. If you're LA Thieves, you're so close. Still work to do.
Yeah, you're going to have that cruise, but when are you going to use it, right? If you are Sim, 227. Again, this is a chance towards this P1. Can you just find 5-10 seconds at a time if you are LA Thieves? Get a trophy down, find some mid-map kills. And look at this. Kremp going to spawn behind, same with Ghosty. So you're going to have a bit of a pinch here, kind of develop off of the spawns, but they're going to read it. Kremp able to take down one. It's a 2 for 2 so far.
Yeah, I think a BZ spawned out, so they got the read quickly. It's no one into the gunfights. It's Thieves that come away with 3 straight. Sim now getting wall banged, trying to stay up on 27 and 19, but it is trickling away. 15 more now needed for Thieves. Just looking to shut it down. Sip and Cell get him out of the point. Sip looking for another, but it is still a second here and there for Thieves, but just not enough.
You have the cruise. Yeah, you have the cruise here to break this P2 setup. 8 more seconds needed. Simp, the man with the missile, is going to have to use this. 10 seconds left on this P1. He's going to earn this time.
And you got to kill at the same time.
Yeah, now you're going to see just these red arrows start to scramble. Trying to put it down quickly is Simp. Kremp is there, though. He's able to find one. He finds a double. Kremp going massive, holding on to the hill.
Kremp, a monster there, and it might be enough to close it out. Just 4 more now needed. Ghosty hits with the pistol. Back in they go. Thieves striking first and on the board.
Well, big surprise there. We were talking about this Thieves team. They've played this map a lot, 5 times throughout the qualifiers. You know, FaZe undefeated 2-0 throughout the qualifiers, one of their better hardpoint maps, and it just felt like time and time again you're fighting for the spawns, and then Thieves find a kill or two to make things messy enough and give them map control.
I was starting to get just a little nervous because it just, usually when the game's like that, I said at the very beginning, when it's this back and forth, it's scrappy, usually it like cleans up a bit and someone starts to make a run. I thought FaZe were gonna make a run, but they just never did. That play style, that getting those final 15, those quick little breaks and getting 5 to 10 here and there, it continued the entire game. That was like this is a very gritty win.
No, it is. Yeah, that's how Invasion can be. Looking at the stats there. Again, Josie's so consistent, but you get some help from Kremp. The new addition, 25 and 24 on the other side. Simp leading the way with 29. I mean, yeah, you could see by the damage, by the kills, how close of a game it was, but a lot of it was just the timing of when those kills came in, right? When Thieves is able to break on through, kind of flip the map, spawn a couple of players out for FaZe. We know how spawns can be at times on this map, and it was just enough.
No, because like the first, I think we talked about like their first kind of break, it came with like 15 to 20 seconds left, and it allowed FaZe to sort of set up and get like a comfortable set. The rest of the time, pretty much every other hard point, it came with just 5 to 10 left. It allowed them to not get a great setup. It was such a good job of just never allowing FaZe to get comfortable. Let them get in their spots and just fry.
Yeah, gritty win, as you said.
Yeah, no, it really was. It was impressive from Thieves.
Yeah, and honestly, like, you kept feeling maybe like that moment was going to happen, but this 60, 70, 80 point lead stuck around. Like, you saw them setting up in those spots. You saw the cruise missile come in, but it didn't really matter as Afro right here able to break towards that P5, and it was just a matter of time.
I know Invasion can play like that, but like how many times this year has it been an Optic, it's been an Ultra, it's been a FaZe, it's been a New York? You come out, you're down 50 to 100 in a hard point. It's like, all right, time to play. And it starts to take over. I just kept thinking there was going to be that run at least, and there just wasn't. There wasn't. They closed it out. They get the win. Frustrating loss there for FaZe, I'm sure, coming off the loss in the final match to LAG. The hard point this year, for the most part, I think has been improved over the past couple of years, where that was really kind of their bane. But, I mean, they're still not lights out, though, that's for sure.
No, yeah, still some things to work on as we look at the game flow right there. You just kind of see the darker red line just stay a little bit ahead as LA Thieves just control the map.
Yeah, the colors are playing tricks the whole time. Just so used to FaZe being right, I'm like, I can do this.
Yep.
I can handle the arrows. But we get through the map 1. Thieves, it's been a lot of Invasion success for them, where they've started to get these wins. They've started to improve as a team. You get it the first 3 in the series. You get Karachi's out, where FaZe can be such a threat. Can they keep it going on Invasion?
Yeah, now you go to this Invasion S&D where I think you're undefeated if you're LADs with this roster throughout the qualifiers. On the other side for FaZe, it was such a strong map. I believe they were 5-1 throughout Major 1 on Invasion, but throughout the qualifiers 1-2. So maybe we talk about a little bit drop off, focusing on the respawn, teams figuring out how FaZe like to play the map. Now you talk about adjustments for this major.
Listen, I don't think I pinned when we were talking about what we thought the upset might be today if there was one. Like, I guess I was thinking probably Vegas, maybe just because the success they've had. This one, I didn't really think. I really didn't think it was going to be happening, but a chance for it now after the map 1 victory.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Boston earlier, right? Win map 1 versus New York, so you never know. But again, looking at Major 2 qualifiers, this is where these have been very good. 6-3, 5-4 on the other side. But the key is that opening duel win percentage, which the desk talked about, sort of Afro and Nasty, how effective they have been on the map.
Finding those opening kills, finding the round wins behind it. We'll see if they can dominate in that effort here into the map 2, or if somebody like Simp or somebody like the first blood god of BZ historically in Search and Destroy, how good he can be. Into the map 2 we go.
All right, we'll see what FaZe opt to do in this round number 1. You only have Nasty all the way in the back, so you're going to play the retake over towards B if you are LA Thieves, right? No trophy. We've seen a lot of players not want to play this site without a trophy. That is going to be it. It's going to be all about this retake.
Now, guy kind of lurking deep in cell, maybe waiting for that push through. It's Kremp that might be chomping at the bit to work this pinch if it becomes the play. Some shots come in, you hop off it for a second, not really working to get that bomb down yet. They're starting to push out. Ice Cream, see if they can find the kills. Nasty able to get one. BZ wants to go for the trade, not able to take it. Nasty, Ghosty win the fight. Suddenly, it's going to be Cell all by his lonesome. They didn't feel comfortable. There was no trophy down. They decided to get aggressive behind it, and yeah, I mean, the fact that bomb goes down first, too, you kind of have to go for BZ at that point. Like, try to get it back, but
yeah, bomb is just in the worst place possible for Celium. And he's got 20 seconds to work with. Good luck, but LA Thieves strike first in our map number 2.
Yeah, I guess I was trying to maybe get a kill, get out, then plant, but both lose their one-on-ones. I think Nasty with the first, able to make the play. Ghosty closes out the tail end of the round. Thieves continue to roll.
Again, with that opening duel percentage, able to find that first blood. Turns into a round win. Ghosty, he's able to find 2. See now what FaZe ought to do on defense, and if these try to bring some pace here in their first attacking round.
Looking to group this up towards B. You got a BZ. Celium kind of holding the A side, but the first one's going to come through from Kremp. Can they capitalize on it again? Sip is going to drop. Waiting deep will be Draws, but really the help will be quick through the mid-cut. It'll be a BZ that'll get there. You're sort of just waiting to group up and push if you are Thieves. Now you start to go. Work the site, smoke is out.
Yeah, and who's usually the one player that we see kind of, help retake this is Simp, right? He's the guy who plays connector, throws that smoke down. He has been such a playmaker. One team's opt to go B, but he's the one first-blooded as he got aggressive up towards Broken. Draza opens up the door, puts a little crack in it, trying to put some shots in. But while that goes on, BZ does get taken down, so we're into a 3-on-2 with that nade.
Draza and Cell now trying to clutch. Kremp, some big multi-kills. Through that map 1, see if you have big moments here in the Search and Destroy. Ripped down on 19 HP. Nearly, that's a 2v2. Just able to get down. Then Nasty finds the kill. Fantastic stuff there. Again, just smoked on the cross, but able to stay up. Finally, the flank comes in. You stay alive so long there on the site. But finally, Ghosty's able to push through.
Nice stuff by LA Thieves. Just very aggressive. Know exactly what they want to do on the map. I thought right there they were trying to rotate it out, but then another kill comes in, and Ghosty's like, all right, I'm going to hit the flank, because he was over towards that A-bomb site all by his lonesome. But yeah, it's just Kremp with the first blood.
So far, so good on the first blood front.
I mean, you only have Draza, the only player with kills.
Yeah, no, it's not going well on that side. And, they've kind of like where some teams have had to pull, like, OPTIC comes out slow sometimes, pull off the reverse sweeps. We've seen it from New York. Like, FaZe for the most part, kind of call it strong in series. Not the case here so far. It is all Thieves. They are dominating. Ghosty yet to drop.
We might have a very similar round to round number one.
That goes better now.
The only difference, Abizi finds that first blood with a beautiful shot right through the door. We saw the stun hit Nasty. His trophy not in a good enough spot to block those nades, so he gets caught. Now bombed down, and they are down a man.
Can they work the 3-on-4 retake? Not going to be easy. 35 to go. Where will maybe the opening pick come from? This will be the two-man push. Looking for somebody able to trade, but now it's going to be one person remaining. It's Ghosty who's yet to drop. You're probably thinking about streaks now with 20 seconds left. Just see if you can get a kill.
Yeah, 4-0, so just really depends what he opts to do. Knows there's a couple of players on this side. Not going to find one. Now might come the double chow. Can he get number 5? No, Abizi has played this so well. And there we go. He's going to get the kill. So FaZe, they stop the streak and they get on the board.
Dude, just the shoulders there from Abizi. Just kind of toying with him. Unbelievable there from Abizi. Then the wall bang through to finish the kill. You get the round victory. You stop Ghosty from maybe earning a cruise. And you're right back in this one. But yeah, I mean, a little bit different losing bomb and ice cream versus getting your first blood and ice cream. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, Nasty's hoping that stun does not hit, but he does. We kind of got to his point of view. Right as we saw, he was in trouble. He tries closing that door, and then I thought maybe he was just going to play his life and back away, but goes for the little shot through the crack. Instead, Abizi ready for it.
He's on 2 in a row. Big moments there. Simp still looking for his first kill in this. He's going to be the point man, likely to have to deal with the pressure.
So he's the only one here, and he's on MCW. Yeah, closes the door, and he's out.
Yeah, he's not going to deal with a two-man push too well with that, but now the nade comes in, tries to reposition, some tags in. Stun hits, nade hits, but not the kill.
Yeah, maybe looking for it, but while that happens, Sim gets aggressive inside of DVD. Now the smoke is down, B-Dom. The trade there from Abizi, so still the man advantage. But now we're in a 2-on-2 and things are getting messy here. Afro and Ghosty try to make this round happen. The smoke towards that tank just really causes all the chaos again, and FaZe get caught.
Zelda might find a good timing here. 20 seconds to go. He's able to get one versus one. Bomb heading for Afro, tank heading for Cell. Doesn't get the plant down. He decides to send it. Who gets the timing to slide underneath for Cell, but it's Afro with the kill. Thieves now up 3-1.
And I love that from Afro. He knows he has the rival. He gets up close and personal with it. Able to catch Celium. Cell maybe just trying to catch a timing, see if he goes for a jump, for a slide off. It doesn't happen.
No, that was perfect. Yeah, like get up in his face, 100%. That's a mid-range fight, unless you're hitting some disgusting rival shots. I mean, Cell's one of the hardest 1v1 fights in the game. He's winning that with the MCW, but good stuff from Afro.
Yeah, and I mean, Sim gets that first blood inside of DVD, but then just everything kind of goes wrong for them as they try to go for those trades. Some big kills from Afro. Now a bit of a switch up. It's Afro who's going to play B instead of just Nasty by himself. He does get naded, but he is safe for now.
Got a little bit of help. The way of Nasty, just stomping almost right over him. Abizi comes sprinting in. Afro is lurking, 3 in a row for him. They're picking him apart. Nasty's able to get a double. It's finally just on to Cell. Last alive again, round after round. It is Thieves. They're dictating the pace. They're dictating the tempo. They're up 4-1. They closer and closer to a 2-0 edge. And considering that the, mega lopsided thing in this is the control, you can take that 2-0 edge into that. Hell yeah, you are Thieves.
And I mean, I don't know if the comms are that they don't see Afro cross into that corner. The nade hits, maybe they think he backs away. But we saw that first player just walk right into Afro. He gets there quickly, just kind of prones and hangs out. But there's another first blood for Thieves.
Afro. He's close to streaks now. Ghosty came up a little bit short trying to get that cruise. Maybe a chance for him. Can he get the 5th round up now? Where's the first blood going to come from? Kind of spreading it out, slowing it down here for a moment if you're Thieves. Maybe try to catch like a BZ or somebody get over aggressive. It's not going to be the case. Every kind of holding right now for FaZe, and now they start to develop the push, but 30 seconds off the clock. We'll now start to try and work this B street. The pressure at Draza and Sim.
Yeah, sometimes when you're a team who's just not playing your game, if you are FaZe or you're getting caught on timings, sometimes a player like a BZ or Sim says, screw it, I'm going to just try to get aggressive, make plays myself. So Thieves slow it down, but Draza through connector able to find the first blood, and now he's just going to back away, hang out with his teammates. But we saw this just a couple rounds ago where a first blood comes in for FaZe, but then Thieves able to win their attack.
They've kind of been wrapping this back and forth. Draza trying to get info. I'm not sure if he saw one on the cross yet. Now he's going to spot one. A BZ looking to collapse based on that information, that they're able to hit and get some damage in. But as they push through, it's Draza again that's able to strike. His second in the round. Draza will get pushed out and drop. Now the 3 remaining players from FaZe to close it out. A BZ will pounce, and the crossfire's there to close it out. You get your second one up and try to get back into this.
Yeah, they group up. Draza again with 2 in the round, but a big thing is they stop this streak from Afro. He was on 5 in a row as he found 1 in the round from a trade. But there you can see he's the last player taken down, so no cruise, but still a 2-round lead.
Where do you have to improve things if you're FaZe? Like, what's been going wrong for you here so far?
Well, I think just really maybe switching up on the attack, right? It's sort of just been this sort of B hit time and time again. It's worked out once when a BZ found a first blood. Outside of that, the aggression hasn't really worked quickly up the B street. So maybe they slow things down, but on the opposite end, you got aggressive on the B street there through connector. It was Nasty and Afro, maybe looking for something. Some aggression from FaZe, but it doesn't happen. So you have 2 players mid now, and Nasty right back to that solo B site.
And you can see where Ghosty's watching from all the way deep bridge, kind of the cross to A. You got one at that mid tank and Kremp. Smoke out, and you got to think they're going to try and execute behind that. Kremp's just lurking, prone for info. Can he catch one now? Moving up from bridge, it will be Ghosty trying to work this collapse. Draza able to get another first blood. He's been massive for them in these last couple of rounds, but an instant trade there from Afro now. 3v3 with 40 to go.
Yeah, Ghosty might put an end to this round, really. So Bomba is about to be planted. You saw a BZ checking the A street, so he doesn't see anything, but there is a quick trade. Nice trade by a BZ, so into a 2-on-2. And a lot of the times, it just comes down to Cell, kind of the plays that he makes away from this site. So watch that number 8. See, he works through connector. Both teams just trying to finesse, find each other on the map, and it's a BZ again. Gives them the man advantage.
On Nasty now, 1 versus 2, 20 to go. A BZ damage in, closes it out. Big round for him, but no, I think you're right. Ghosty, if he gets the kill and gets away, like the trade's not there, yeah, may end up being around for them. But a BC ends up getting, what, the next 3?
Yeah, it just looked like one of those rounds where FaZe just wasn't too worried about the A street. Like, you had a couple of players shoulder it, but there was no one really watching it in case that player worked up to the bomb that allowed Ghosty to get to that spot. But the timing doesn't go his way. As soon as bomb is planted, he's traded out. Now a BZ on 5 in a row, trying to swing his team back into the lead.
And that, no, I was just saying, he doesn't have the ace right now because Draza got that first blood and dropped, right? Yeah, but 5 in a row. Bringing it back, the streak, maybe the difference if he's able to earn it. But a hell of a job there at 8-4. Once again, Simple be that lone man over towards B. A lot of movement there mid-map from Draza as he's thinking maybe some of the utilities and execution coming in on B. He starts to rotate over to help Simp, but for now it's right back.
Wow, this timing, I mean, yeah, if Draza maybe is watching that mid-cross and a BZ maybe watching it, you had like 2 or 3 players just kind of run right through that B-dom area with the rotation, but so they don't see it, but now they're gonna know. An 8 is out. A BZ now just trying to finesse inside of this area. Repositions, trying to find number 6 as the smoke is mid-tank again. Last time through, he had an MCW. He's gonna isolate Ghosty. He doesn't get the kill though, so no cruise, but it's a first blood, and there is a trade from Afro.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. Like this time he wants to send it because the rival in hand, but to this 3v3 now. He's only got 1. He had a great map.
The timing on Nasty. He just looked left.
Oh, the struggles continue for Simp, and now Trophy out in sight control. Maybe the round 5 victory, or the round 5 on the board, I should say, for Thieves. Bomb planted. Here we go. It's on Draws and Cell. Kind of on the other side of this. Can they win a crazy one-on-one fight? Give themselves a chance into a 2v2. Now happened on the first. All on Cell. He gets his kill. Trying to send it on to the next one. Get this down to a 1v1. Great finesse, though. Trying not to dance too much. You win it with the pistol, though. Suddenly, maybe a 1v3. 13 HP. Staying up. 24 seconds to go. Cell trying to make the play. So many S&D clutches. To his name, can he do it? Can he win this fight against Kremp? He spotted him. He got info. Kremp's got a finesse. He's got a dance.
He dipped. He dipped, though.
Out. He is gone. That should decide the round. Cell may get the kill, but not even that. Kremp puts him in the dirt. The finesse. Round 5 up.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things around that take when you were finessing, right? He goes to wide peek the bomb, but Cell's watching left, the left side of it, not on the bomb site. And then as the second peek comes through, he's like, all right, I know where you're at. I am out of here.
He almost, that pillar's not there, probably catches him, but he gets behind the pillar just enough to slide back behind the take and get out. Woo! One more round needed for a 2-0 edge.
Yeah, but again, 25 seconds left, and Simps the one player over towards B. That timing goes a little bit differently. Maybe they tie it up. Instead, it goes the way of Nasty and LA Thieves.
Yeah, I mean, Simp obviously one of the better search and better overall players in the game at 1-6. I'm guessing he's had some bad timing at times throughout the course of this one. We'll see if the woes continue, but you do get another first blood behind a Beezy. Now the 4v3, but Nasty is just holding for now. Made some plays around Ice Cream in round 1. Can he maybe find that luck again? But this time looks like they're getting picked apart. Just headshots through on the feed. Cell, Draza, all on Nasty. Knock, and maybe a surprise, but the gig is up. Nice shots onto a BZ, but so much more work to do. 11 left in the gun, but the gunny is there, and Draza is melted. Often in a 1v4, it's the second guy that might throw it away, and Draza's got slammed.
Yeah, you still have a stun if you are Nasty, but look at this. You don't you reposition around broken. So Cell maybe trying to go for a peek. Yeah, shoulder over towards Dark. Still has 30 seconds to work with, so a different route, but it seems like he got spotted. Yeah, he did get spotted, and there we go. So they're watching that cross in the middle of the map. Would have been a lot, but again, a first blood for a BZ opens up that site, and then they're just able to take it one by one.
Draws got deleted.
Yeah.
But yeah, thankfully he hit the spot. Otherwise, who the hell knows? Away. Nasty was shooting. Is this is this kind of like a must-win if you're Thieves based on the lead you had? You're up 4-1. You're the underdog. You got to win this map too.
Yeah, I think there's a mental side to it. There always is.
Yeah. You throw
sort of on their side, but I mean they've had a tough year, so they might just be chalk it, just go on to the next. But
yeah, right.
They would love to be up 2-0, just kind of the way they have attacked this map. Going right back over towards B. Draza, he's going to find the first blood. No trophy in the area, though.
Yeah,
but he's able to finesse.
Might be his third.
But look at this aggression from the two players, Simp and Abizi. Ghosty's able to spot one, and he's trying to find anything that he can on the flank to even out the odds.
Well, last time they were able to isolate him. This time he's able to back away. He gets the info. They're never able to find him. He can't finish it, though. You'd love that one back. Just needed another bullet. Now Afro's kind of transitioning over for the help as that call comes in from Ghosty, but Abizi away and alive for now. 4v3 for FaZe. Maybe around 11, Afro, the nade hits. He thinks maybe he's going to be able to pounce on one, but he drops right onto a nade. Crimto, the pistol, able to drop Simp, 3v3. Abizi with the dumpster, 2v2. Afro pounces Abizi again.
Oh my
the guy's going nuts, but now it's just Kremp, 1v2, 20 to go.
I mean, Abizi snaps on a Kremp as well. He almost finds the triple, but the time working against Kremp. Draza gonna spot him. He's gotta try to wrap on back. I don't think it is going to happen. Kremp just gonna not give him the kill. And again, it is Abizi. That smoke makes things a little complicated for FaZe around the mid-tank. But Abizi locks down the site. He has been an animal throughout this map.
Well, what a huge round this is. If this was FaZe up 1-0 in the series, I'd be okay, maybe it's not the end of the world either way, but with a 1-0 advantage, Thieves, the upset kind of looming, the potential of that, this round is everything. Can you go up 2-0 if you're Thieves? Or is the ice there for FaZe? Pressure on for both sides. One final round. You've had a flurry of first bloods late here if you're FaZe. Draws and Abizi kind of leading the way for that.
Yeah, that sort of nade pressure. Nobody gets deep into the B site. The trophy was down, but a smoke down. FaZe thinking about B. or at least trying to get them to rotate. And they do just that. On the other side of the map, it is Kremp all the way through gas for now. And you can see it is difficult to get this bomb down with this this door angle. There is the stun, the nade that goes on through. Trophy now down, so now maybe Simp thinking about the bomb. But this is a very tight setup here for FaZe.
Last time, no trophy. I think all the way back to that round 1, you opt to push it out, can't get it planted. This time, the plant comes in. 4v4 post-plant. FaZe have to hold. Thieves now got a retake. Utility coming in, but the trophy is there for color. Cell's got the angle. He wins the first. He almost drops. Hit the 41 HP. Abizi then pounces. He's having himself a map. But Dan Ghosty, he strikes. The trade is in. Still numbers for FaZe.
I just have to wait for Nasty. Can Nasty find a timing? There is the first shoulder. They're trying to isolate Cellium, but the time is working against them. And down 5-3, FaZe claw their way back to tie the series up at 1.
Woo! It's a nerve-wracking one, but they bring it back. Nearly an 0-2 hold, but they get it done. Abizi just starts going wild kind of through the mid-day game.
Yeah, I mean, some of the timings, right? Him, well, especially Simp got in that map. We saw him with the MCW, Abizi, over towards A. Just finding multi-kills. He's got 2,200 damage.
Bro.
Yeah, Draws has almost 2,800 at 9-9. Thieves were in control. They were finding a lot of those first bloods, but then some nice adjustments for FaZe.
He really did. Yeah, no, I mean, Simp was kind of out of the equation a lot of times. He only had 800 damage. Like, he just was, whether it was unfortunate timing, not going to maybe his side, not really able to make many plays, but that's the great thing about having kind of a superstar team like they do. Abizi's able to step it up. Draws with some big first bloods. They're able to clutch up. Kremp, I mean, he had some brilliant moments as well, but not enough for Thieves.
Yeah, even in that round 11, right, you kind of had the idea you were going to play the retake, but the trophies were so clutch for FaZe. Even just right through the alley. Maybe they're thinking about throwing a smoke there, front tank, that we saw time and time again from Thieves.
Yeah.
That gets eaten up. The nades on the bomb. The planner's able to get it down safe. So they just had enough utility to make that clean for FaZe.
Well, I mean, you think about that first gunfight, they snap on Cell. They know where he's at.
Yeah.
Cell still almost drops. Yeah, if an 8 hit or a stun or something, yes, he probably gets dropped, and maybe that retake is a thing of beauty, but it is a close one. You almost get it done. Now you're tied up 1-1, and when you look forward to control, yeah, I mean, FaZe got the advantage there a little bit, right?
Yeah, probably best team in the game right now. 7-0 throughout Major 2 qualifiers. They have been dominant in this game mode online.
They have been absolutely brilliant. We'll see if they can take the advantage in the swing mode, but so far, Thieves are battling. This is a team that has improved massively. I mean, you've been sensational. Considering how poor it started, the improvements have continued to come on through. But do they have what it takes to take down the Titans? We'll see in the control if they can take the edge. It's coming up next after this quick break.
Upgrade your game with a Scuff. Save $30 on the official CDL collection at scuff.co/CDL.
Get better with the Scuff, the first performance gaming controller. Visit scuff.co/CDL to change your game. The Call of Duty Week is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
We are back and tied up 1-1. Control up next. FaZe has been dominant, but we'll see. It hasn't been clean. It has been scary so far for FaZe, and I know I asked you like what you thought maybe about that LEG loss, if they'd be a little more susceptible. Is this like a FaZe are the most vulnerable they've looked this year, or is this just the improvements from Thieves, you think?
I think it's improvement for Thieves, right? I mean, again, you know, a team like New York and Boston, it was a close series. They were able to win a close search and destroy, and then they kind of ran away with the series. We'll see if FaZe can keep that up from here. Maybe just get that momentum, calm down. Sometimes that first match on LAN at a tournament can be, I don't know, just takes a little bit moment to focus on in.
I mean, dude, even for us, like casting sometimes, like you get up here the first match, you're like, got to get used to stuff again. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's a little bit different than maybe when we're casting online league like players. It's just different environment. You're not at home. You're not comfortable. Get back on the stage, get used to it, get the comms flowing, and get back into a rhythm. It's 1-1 now, though, due to the upset in that map 1, and then a comeback from Atlanta FaZe. We stay on Invasion for our map 3. Tell me a little about the records and where these guys stand, Joe.
I mean, this is just, again, 7-0 for Atlanta FaZe throughout these Control Major 2 qualifiers, so they have been fantastic on every single map. Or LA Thieves, again, respawn just depends on the map, but trying to get better and better hasn't been the best for them.
Yeah, it's like, can you get hot in, I don't know, hardpoint or control based on your search being 6-3? But the hot hand was a BZ, though, in that map, too. I mean, he was shooting nukes. Had some nasty snaps late in that one. He's looking to continue that rhythm here, up to 4-0. They're trying to find him. He's still tucked away, and he will drop. Not able to get back to full HP. So far, so good. What, 2 out of 3 ticks on B?
Yeah, and this is similar to what we saw, right, from like New York, where they just had one player on B pausing the clock and then everybody else slaying out. But you do get 3 in a row. So now the threat over towards B may not be a big deal. Now you're going to have to fight out a Palace. So that's sort of the risk of only keeping one player, trying to find maybe some spawn kills into that defensive spawn. But you do get caught. Now you have to fight back up the map.
You get that first pick at least to eliminate some of the crossfire. You send Ghosty back to spawn. How efficiently can you get through on this? You've got a bit of split on the map. If you are Atlanta FaZe, you're focusing on mid-map control, maybe an opening towards A if you find the kill, but you can't win the one-on-one. Simp is gonna drop. Nasty. He gets one clean burst there. Maybe it's a different story, but you did clear the objective if you're Thieves, so you got to get this entire point back. You got 200 for now, and the minute extension is looming. Lives are going to be close. Anyone on like, I guess a BC 3 in a row, maybe build on something.
But yeah, again, building up from that map too. He's 7-2. Really got his team going in a lot of these moments. But Kremp and Nasty do find some kills, so you do have Draza Simp, who's layered up inside a DVD. On the other side, it's Ghosty finding spawn kills, but they're both taken care of. So now if you are FaZe, you start to work up the map.
Well, trying to find spawn kills, I don't know. Not sure he found many, but he got to that position, he got dropped, and now, yes, you layer the map, you're gonna get somebody on A. You stop the clock for now at a minute 12. In any amount of stopping this and putting pressure on Thieves, maybe extending this map or lives count, but that doesn't happen because Afro pinches quickly, he's able to drop 2. You're right back to step 1. A chance it comes alive. It just depends if they can stop this anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you go, what, 4 for 1, so you take that all day if you are Thieves. 1 minute remaining. Nasty does get caught. Afro now the next man up, and while the timing doesn't go his way, middle of the tank. Draza trying to finesse, but Kremp and Ghosty holding on for now. 10 versus 8 with 40 seconds. It's trades all over the map, but BZ, the last player here for FaZe. The stun, the nade connects, and Ghosty's on the flank.
Yeah, I was just wondering maybe BZ could get out of the point and stop this a little bit more. Give them a little more time to maybe bring this down to lives, but we'll see how the 7v8 plays out. Ghosty, nice shot mid-map. Now 20 to go. They've won kind of that mid-map fight. Got in the map control. Selly able to snap and win a nutty one, but you got 15 seconds to go now. Somehow you got to get on this point, at least stop the clock. Just 10 seconds, you got to go. I doubt you're getting all the kills. Crimp still being a nuisance, winning some big one-on-ones. Now 5 to go. They're all stacked around the point. Defensive hold is there. 1 life left for FaZe.
Yeah, you only give up 3 ticks, so you don't give up anything over towards A, and a nice job recovering, because the start of that round was all FaZe in your spawn. You're able to waste some more time. You get them off of B, and yeah, I mean, they get the time extension as FaZe, fight on back through, have the life advantage, but you just know with how far they're spawning away from that point, just need to find those kills in the middle of the map.
Yeah, they never, like, anytime they got map control, it just didn't last very long, did it? Like, where they were allowed to apply, like, a constant pressure. It seemed like it was always sort of a 3-4 reset, and yeah, like you said, back to spawn. Start all over again. You know, where, like, Simp really struggled with that map. Number 2, Draza. I mean, you got 12 out of BC2 on Draza. I know offense can be
attacking
tough.
around, yeah.
Yeah, it can be hard 100%, but he definitely doesn't get a rhythm, that's for sure. Oh, I thought he was just belly flopping and snapping, but they'll take down Simp.
Yeah, running 2 rivals here is a BZ and Simp. Trying to keep that up aggression. While this is going on, that's going to be all 4 dead. So Simp off spawn is able to find Ghosty. So you don't get anyone onto A. You push up Kremp, but you keep 2 on the point.
Second pit about to be done, just avoiding nades for now, and that'll be through. You get a kill towards the backside of it. You try to pound forward if you can, but Afro there. Now you see if you can get any of this pressure lever or get that some big skill. 12 and 6, there's the cruise. Number 6 through for Nasty. Now can they use that to get A? Use that to take that 2-0 advantage, but everybody drops outside of him. That's going to be everybody down. So that's a good job for FaZe, even though, I mean, it was not looking pretty throughout most of that. The fact that you get the cruise, you allow B to drop quickly. At least you get the 4 down, you get him back, and now you're kind of pinning him in. So you use the cruise to get out, depending on how long you're pinned here. You'd like to save it for a more desperate moment.
Yeah, I mean, you're tied up in ticks right now, so there's no real desperation on the cruise side. I mean, you're good to go. I mean, I think you're saving it for a defense, or if you're on A, maybe just trying to get a spawn kill across the map.
I was more thinking like you're pinning there too long. This round's going to be over, but they're starting to work their way out.
Yeah, BZ up to 17. Dross still on 2. So that timing's just not.
Why are you roasting, brother? Why you said that?
Oh.
No, I'm just Draza still on 2.
Yeah, it just hasn't been getting any better, but just how it can be at times for everybody. But props to Thieves. Just keeping this competitive. Lives all tied up again. Ticks tied up, so it's pretty much a wipe for now. Can they get on the point?
We'll see. This will be their next opportunity to try and do it. Everybody back up for FaZe. Ghosty, Afro, trying to be the point man here. Maybe find the opener. Some tags into a BZ. He's got to back up. Ghosty is able to take down 1. Draza's woes continue. He at least gets up to 3. But it's a tiny tears through on the feet again. And it just feels, I mean, this is similar to kind of last round. Like you get the first point, and then there's just kind of nothing beyond that. Like, just getting locked in.
Okay, so BZ did earn a cruise himself. So you have cruises on both sides. But yeah, it's really just that. It's 2 life advantage. And maybe Thieves just kind of know, let's not give up too many lives. We know it's tied objective, just in case it comes down to that round 5 defense. If ticks are tied, it'll come down to sort of the kill count. So just trying to keep it close for this next round.
Yeah, what, 4 separation? Not able to get that final kill. So yeah, I mean, it's about straightforward as it gets on Invasion. I mean, sometimes pretty straightforward. Can be a little boring even at times when the defense got you locked in, but then maybe gets to round 5 and something crazy goes down. But there's been just, I mean, there's been nothing towards A.
Yeah, no, I mean,
you had a player on for like a second if you were FaZe. That is it so far.
Yeah, you had some, forward positions on the side of FaZe a couple of times where instead of going for the point, you tried to get in a laundry and a rugs, but they got cut down. These right there just really got nothing after B. So it's just both teams playing stellar defense on the A point.
And Draza is going to spawn, and this is what he takes over. It's takeover time for Draza. You ready?
I'm in.
Bang! Oh!
What's a double chow? Doesn't count. It leads to 2. It leads to 3.
There we go. Yeah.
It starts with Draza. Now they're on the 8 point. I lied. Nasty with some shots from top treehouse. Able to find Cellian before he got to A. So a big kill. But you do have one player over towards B if you are FaZe. That's going to be a BZ just hanging out.
Oh, that was comedy.
Sometimes you just got to be the guy who slides in first.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like maybe Simp loses a little bit, sits there, can't win it. Easy, a tough gunfight. It's just like, it seems like 2-on-1s is everywhere, like double chows all over the place. They wipe the board though. If you are Thieves, push up again towards spawns. Dan Ghosty trying to get some kills and just stagger this push. So good from Thieves, just laying on this B site. You take a 4 life advantage early. Draws another tough gunfight. Kremp just finessing. You saw him doing the search. He's doing it here again. All these gunfights look so frustrating for FaZe right now as we hop to their POV.
Yeah, I mean, they're locked in, but Simp finds a timing middle of the map, so maybe he can get his team out, because you're thinking, can we keep this to 1 tick? But Simp on the pinch leads to 3. Kremp was on 5 in a row. It was looking like maybe they weren't going to get B, but Simp right through B Dom, flanks DVD, and well, now the progress is there at B.
It's the Tiny Terrors versus LA Thieves right now.
And now you use the cruise. You use the cruise if you are LA Thieves to try to just get them off that point and not allow them to get the 3 ticks, but it doesn't lead to anything.
You at least make sure they can't cleanly transition this. Once again, I mean, Ghosty just keeps pushing all the way up to Palace over and over and over again, just trying to get a kill or two, but the multi-kill, once again, it is there for Simp. He's nearly double positive. He's been big in both of the respawns. But still, you got to have an offensive presence at some point. And if you look at like Abizi and Simper, I think probably a round 5 defense looks good for him, but then you see draws and sell. And maybe won't be the case. We'll see, as we still have some action to go before that'll be determined. But now you've got a 4-man wolf pack looking to push this forward. Sitting deep on the point will be Krem.
Yeah, this is where Thieves are so good in the round 1 defense, stopping this next push. There's the opener. You're going 2 for 2 so far. You will take that, but now maybe a chance. Kremp, the last player alive, able to find the first. And again, just finesse. Buy as much time as possible. I think he spots Celium, gives the call outs to his teammates. Now ready for the first gun fight in Kremp. 19 and 18, 3 in a row, going huge.
Yeah, it just feels like he's been the last line of defense kind of at times. The guy's got to make a clutch play, win a big one-on-one. And he keeps on doing it. Kremp and Nasty. Going so big. Cruise missile is close. You take the 5 spree into the next round, but how many one-on-ones did he just win at the tail end of that?
Yeah, he was trying to find that 6. He saw a stun over the top. He goes for the chow, so he doesn't have the cruise. But as you said, carrying that spree, and again, just all about, what, 3 ticks? So very back and forth battle as we head into round 4.
And as little success as you've had offensively for FaZe, I mean, same true for Thieves. See, maybe they can find an opening, a cruise maybe they can use offensively. Or maybe you hold on to a round 5, we'll see. But Krim still got to earn it. Far more of a balanced effort, certainly on the Thieves side, but we can't see the damage numbers right now, so that might be a lot closer.
Yeah, I'm sure Draw's probably in the lead somehow. That's just how the scoreboards work at the end of the game, is there's the first blood, and you kind of saw it early in the last round for Thieves where they're just trying to get aggressive. You might see the same thing for here for FaZe. That's going to be 4 dead off spawn. And now can you get pushed up towards this tank? Cell was there and they're able to find both of them. So they deal with that first wave.
But Draza, he pushes forward, similar position we've seen Ghosty in so many times. And now you got to start turning heads. Worried about where he's at. It looks like he's actually going to back it up towards Palace, try to take another one-on-one. Going to keep Afro out of the fight as that one-on-one continues. This time Afro is able to take it. You got another one-on-one to backside. That's a Beezy who loses his. All these one-on-one, it's Thieves that are winning them. And now they're on to the point and everybody off spawn for FaZe.
I mean, that's a 2-on-1 for Kremp. He gets so far pushed up, he's able to find 2, which pretty much, yeah, keeps them away from this point. But you have the cruise missiles if you are FaZe. 1 in, doesn't connect, but gets them off the point and a chance to retake this if you are FaZe. That's what they're trying to do. They only want to give them these 2 ticks to carry into the next round to secure round 5 defense.
Yeah, it seems possible. 40 seconds to go. So far, they've been holding. Afro takes that one, though. Cell follows it up. Another cruise, maybe Lumen, as he's got 4 straight. You get up, pushed up. Simp, it's his turn to kind of push up, where we just saw Draza making the plays, just staggering them, buying time. They gotta wait to get 4 people in this fight. It's Ghosty. Taking out Draws, Cell, holding. 2 will fall out for FaZe. A chance to push. Cell's position, give it up, and they double chow. It's a thing of beauty. Simp last gap, he at least gets 1 off of A, so you don't have to worry about the fight on both fronts. B, though, about to finish. Extra minute extension in, minute 15 to work with. FaZe, just a minor life advantage here.
Yeah, so you have that minute. You still have the cruise on the Simp. I thought maybe if like you get a first kill there on the B, you invest it to try to not allow them to get that point, but doesn't come on through. He's going to hang on to it potentially for round 5 if we get there. Thieves still with a chance. A 1 life advantage now for them as they get pushed up now in a good spot inside a cafe. You have Nasty inside of Rugs. There's the comms though. Cell gets it, and well, he responds with a headshot.
It's like you gotta push back and you just get some of these clutch kills. Ghosty doing his best to do it. Oh, here we go. 3 are gonna drop. A chance to go. One person. It's Droz that's gotta go clutch. From the position we saw Crimp do it, he doesn't do it. Ghosty able to put him down. They get on the point. Everybody's up. A 3-stack is in. Now the crew's coming through. Sim's got 32, but it might be for the L. That's not gonna hit. Second bit of progress done. They gotta surge on forward. A BZ with 1. Can't get through. Cell and Sim connect. But you win it if you're Crimp. Of course it's Crimp. Time and time again, he wins his 1-on-1.
I thought it was so close. It was so close. I thought FaZe just did enough. But Crimp with some big gunfights. FaZe were weak. Look at that. Both players, 1 bullet. The 30 bomb for Crimp. The rookie going massive. And that is FaZe's first loss in control of the stage.
Yeesh. Well, no, Droz wants that one back. He is lowest in damage, triple negative. Could not get anything going that map. How good is Crimp in? Whether it's the finesse and the search to destroy, the clutch kills he's able to come through with. And that moment was quite literally throughout the 4 rounds, the only moment where it was like 3 dead on defense, where you had a chance to really make a play. And then Droz in that spot. He's gotta get 1. Something maybe.
I've been thinking about the small thing of that last player who's able to get on the point, right? He's crossing 1 shot. You have the crews come in. I mean, if there's 1 less player on it, maybe you have a chance there. 100%. If you are FaZe.
No, I think you're right. It's either Droz needs to kill 1 and he's the last guy there, or one dies on the cross. The fact they all get through, how often does that happen? Not often.
Yeah, the crowd here in the stats now. Looking at the stats, I mean, Afro's only out with 3,400 damage, but it doesn't matter. He hits the W. Ghosty and Crimp. They did it in map 1 in the respawn. They do it here as well. Nasty with some big moments. You had, I mean, a BC and Sim go crazy. Celium, though, shows that he is a human at times.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think even in the map 1, he was negative. Like, wait, this is a guy that's like, how many qualifier stages, how many majors has he had the #1 overall KD? One of the more consistent players from a statistic standpoint ever. He is not doing it right now. As this Thieves team, it's like things have finally started to click. Woo!
And I was reading during the break, our guy Brian Stats, he tweeted out, Ghosty is 2-0 all time versus FaZe. 7-1 map count, now like what, like 8-2? So this guy loves playing this team.
Well, you think about that year with OPTIC, and I mean, what was it? There was a stretch where it was like 11-1, like OPTIC or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, they dominated that. So yeah, he's in sort of the midst of that.
But it's helped him
rivalry
carry that confidence into this matchup.
He's shooting, that's for sure. Now, he's been playing so aggressive. He's not backing down from anything. But man, I'm thinking, I mean, just based on stats, the control pedigree you've got for FaZe, after that surge come back, I'm like, well, that might be it. Not anymore. Flip that on its head, because now you win the control. Who the hell knows?
I mean, from the last year, I don't know who the last player was from FaZe, but they were on their way, about to slide into the point, but just enough was done.
Yeah, you're talking about confidence. I'm not sure what he was yelling across stage, but I'm going to guess that Dan Ghosty was saying something like,
you're a great person.
You're a fantastic person, or like, you're all dog shit. One of those two, probably, Joe. Yeah.
One of those two is LA Thieves winning both of these respawns. I mean, it's almost a 3-0. Very close. Comes down.
It should be a 3-0.
Comes down to around 11. Is this Thieves team looking better and better?
This is unreal, man. And bit by bit, that LAG series looks like more, maybe like a little slump here too for FaZe, is some vulnerability certainly showing, but can they bring it back? And just the energy, the passion is there for Thieves right now. They know how close they are. And we were thinking like a dark horse, you know, how should I try to battle like on the broadcast? Like thinking someone's going to be, there's going to be some upset. Someone's going to do it. Someone might make a run. And the most logical ones are Paris and Thieves, considering what they're the 5-2.
Now you did it.
Now I did it. Vegas and Thieves, like they're the most logical ones at what, 5-2 and 4-3. We need to go on a trip to Paris or something. Just get it out of our system. I don't know.
Maybe that's
just you and me, like leave the wife at home, just romantic getaway. Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Why? I got a lot of credit card points.
We're going to Rio. That's why.
Oh, okay. I'm down for that too.
Going to Rio, as we can see there, the records here. FaZe 2-0. First in rotation, third in hold on the opposite side. LA Thieves 1-2, but first in hold percentage, we'll see. But do the stats matter? They may not.
This series, I don't think so at all, Joe. No, they do not. Stats out the window. Los Angeles Thieves, beginning of the year, they were in a dumpster. Now they're a map away from a massive upset here in round one. The improvements over stage 2 have been insane. Can you get it done here, or are we going all the way to a map 5? They're still hot as they're lighting it up early into the hard point. Listen, I was still struggling to believe early on, but now after that map, I'm a believer.
Yeah, it's just they're playing such a well-rounded team game, but nice start there. They find the 20 points. FaZe fight on back through. Obviously, no trophies down until right now, so stuns, nades going to give you a huge advantage. They sell with the multi-kill. He's got to get going. After that, map number 3. Can Abizi and Simp keep it up? You would think on a map like Rio, this is their playground, but Afro saying, nope, it is mine. As here we go, some aggression, maybe to try to get early P2 control for Thieves, but Simp is going to find a double.
You think like Simp smacked MacArthur and Abizi smacked Raj, like wake up?
No, because Crowder's like the founding father of family values, and he doesn't believe in that.
That's a good point, Joe. That's a good point. In the point and locking it down, trying to rally back in this one. If you are FaZe, not words that I thought were going to leave my mouth in this series, but here we go. They need draws to pick it up massively. Some awkward timing there from Abizi. Now the pressure on Acelium to maybe make the play, but the help is in by the way of Simp, and he's been demonic in the respawn. Pulls that one to the forehead as he hits it and gets 3. Simp has been electric, but hasn't been winning the maps.
Yeah, I mean, great play, though, from Simp, because you heard the trophy going crazy when Krem got that kill. I thought with the kill, Krem maybe opens up for his teammates, but there was a trophy down, and then Simp watching that cross. Still some pressure here. The rest of P2. Just Krem trying to find a timing onto Draza. But it's FaZe with an early lead, and then on rotation will be LA Thieves in control, finding kills at the best time.
So I know they're different maps. They play out very differently. Invasion can be unique, you know, obviously with the changes, but you know, their recipe of success, it was gritty, right? We talked about it so much, like how they kept it messy, didn't let FaZe get into their setups. What's the recipe to win here on Rio, you think, of your Thieves?
Yeah, I think these holds, right? We saw they were number 1 in hold percentage, but there's a big break at this P3 for me. Keep the trades effective. It's been such a balanced effort in those respawns. They have to keep that up as they're going to fight right back into it. Acelium, though, started it going.
MacArthur's back!
Looking for number 6, not going to find it.
Draza's still... He's 2-7. It's been a rough couple of maps in a row, but it seems like Cell has come alive. As he keeps coming through with kills. Contest on the point for now as we start thinking about the next point. Kremp able to hit there with the Simtex. Kremp's been a stallion. 10-7, 3 in a row for him. So many heroic efforts. Up to 4 now. Trying to push towards streaks. Doesn't get the timing. It's there, but there's one more for the trade. So 6 in a row, not going to come to fruition. It'll end on 5.
Yeah, but you would love to have a cleanup set up there if you were LA Thieves. The problem was Simp got through. He just snuck through, kind of hung out where the bomb site was, and found a kill in the back. And then that allowed FaZe to get pushed up and spawn them out. But there we go. Again, this time it's Nasty with a multi-kill to give them control on this hill. Stuns, nades flying on through. Here comes Atlanta FaZe.
Here they come. You saw 2 HP if you're Nasty. The nades just start hitting from everywhere. Simp snaps and Afro drops. Crimp ripped back in up. And the final 20 seconds look the way of FaZe. Now we think about the next setup if we are Thieves. Ghosty waiting, holding, smoked. Is 2 around the edge. I mean, it looks like that sequence, honestly, the last map where it just felt like it was these crazy 1-on-2s and channeling things so well together for your Thieves. You saw it there from Atlanta FaZe for a moment, but now another setup for Thieves. He talked about the need for the holds to be strong. A chance to do it again.
Yeah, we just saw in that P4, but it's, you know, you get in, but then FaZe just, I mean, no trophies were down, so they catch it timing. The stuns, the nades hit, but this time seems to be much cleaner early.
And that's a nice gunfight one from Cell, just not throwing away his life either and staggering this a bit. And as I say it, bang, 3 drop as Thieves get the kills.
It's just a play like that.
Simp just keeps it a little scrappy, maybe gives him another chance, but you're right back into the hard point pretty quickly. And it's starting 30 seconds off of this. Nades hit all over the place. Get him out of the point for a second. One is able to hit the Simtex from Cell. And even though, yeah, I mean, you got like a solid 30 seconds or so, it's still like, there's been no one to the point for the last 15.
Yeah, last like 20, 25 seconds. Yeah, it's pretty much been nobody. But yeah, FaZe do a good enough job to keep that messy. Now rotating over to P1, but it's Afro on the pinch who only finds the first. Here comes the rest of Thieves. They try to get on through. Ghosty was looking for 6 in a row, but no cruises earned. So FaZe now with P1 control in the setup.
Well, Crimp was on 5. Now Ghosty on 5, just struggling to get that 6th kill. I mean, our first series today with the Boston one, the streaks were so big. Here we'll see if they matter in a real, if they can earn them, but basically a tie game. Ghosty with a nice little multi, but...
Yeah, he takes a long route right through boxes, finds the timing, and, well, he gets the break. So nice play there from Ghosty.
Easy. Can't win the fight out front. Again, it lights up red. Thieves. Play after play. No double from Simp this time. They all get wiped off the board, and it's a reset. Great start here in your second set if you are Thieves. You still have that right side control from the next hard point, but you get 2 kills, and now you have a chance to pounce. As the next hard point, you see the locket's getting ready to pop. Work it all the way deep. It's going to be Draws. He's going to have that one-on-one, I believe, with Kremp. They're able to take him actually into a 2-on-1. They're pushing through. You're about to pound. You're collapsing from everywhere right now if you were FaZe.
You see the spawns from Kremp and Afro so far away. You're hoping Ghosty and Nasty can find a little bit more, but they buy enough time. A nade connects. You're a little bit staggered here if you are Thieves. You'd like to slow it down, hold some position on the map. You just keep kind of going one at a time. Obviously, the spawns stagger them.
Thought Afro like double jump there for a second. Looked so awkward from Abizi's POV, but 3 throw. Simp draws a Abizi all lighted up. 4 in a row for Abizi. They're up 15. They're in a hole in the series, though. They're trying to rally. Let's hear the comms now from FaZe as Draza gets it going.
Yeah, let's not guys just one out.
Yeah.
Heard you.
On team is Zig.
I think there's gonna be one in the back.
Time behind Hunter. On team back in.
Yeah, he's in the fucking yellow room. And then one's close on me too.
Yeah,
listen.
I back there. I get him right there.
They're all there. Alright, let's go. Yo, I'm standing back left.
He goes right.
Let's chow.
He goes right. I'm trying.
Keep trying.
On these stairs.
Nade the back door. Nade the back door. Press steps. Laying down weak. Nice. 4. I'm play market. I have my Zig. I'm coming through middle fast. I think one's front. And Eskies. 2 in the back of me. I'm watch out. Look out. Get my push. There's plenty flea market. There's plenty flea market. Yeah, I front cut out. Yo, what's one of that? In the yellow building. It's a split.
I'm dead. Watch it back there. Go.
I spawn close, boys. Yo, hold this.
I'll see Zig.
We just want
to.
I see nothing over here.
Zig, done.
Doesn't Zig then.
Nothing on this side. I think
one shot Zig, one ult. I have Zig. Listen, there's 2 Zig. 2 Zig, 1 ult. I have Zig. Listen. Yo, 2 other side on me. I flipped. One's coming behind you guys. I got double stun.
Yeah,
I have stock. There's 2.
I need help.
Yeah, I have your help. I can feel pitch. Pitching. There's 2. Yeah, there's 3. One shot and Zig. 2 on me. One shot and Zig. Both stunned Zig.
Nasty. I
Both stunned.
2 Zig.
I'm still stunned.
It was a rough one last man for Draws and Cell, but they are starting to erupt, but it's Afro right out of the listen in who pops.
It was a much-needed break there because it was looking like FaZe was running away with it. They needed a break. We were on board with Sim's POV. He calls out 3 through mid in that listen-in, but Afro just able to play his life, wins a 1-on-2, gives them some scrap time, keeps them in the game. But yeah, P3, P4, very much controlled by FaZe. They are up 37.
28-16 for Cell. Simp still pushing the tempo with the rival. Cell able to connect from up top. Draws was what, like 2-7, 2-9. Still, negative, but started to play kind of even from that point forward. Can Nasty have the opener? through the dust and flame and fury. Celium will get a headshot. Draza getting extra ones now with some blowing up on the map. Everybody drops. Simp sends it forward but can't quite finish it, but they're soaking up time, Joe, and getting close to victory.
Simp was hoping to just get ready for that second kill for that double, but doesn't happen. Trophy gone now. Afro with the first. Onto this push now, Thieves. It's desperation time, or we're headed to a game 5. 3 dead. Simp started getting going as Draza. He's up to even. What a turnaround here for Draza, as he's able to lock back in his phase now 13 away.
Yeah, it was rough for a couple maps here for Draws, but he has heated up massively. Now you just need 5 to push this to the map 5, the next hard point ready to go. To mid-map we go. You'd have to basically get 80 straight points if you're going to do it. Can they contest? Not going to happen. FaZe come alive in the map 4. They win the Rio. We're going the distance. Woo, it was tight early. Well, really, it's tight throughout. It ends up being like an 8-point win, but still, you saw the gun start to get hot for some of the other FaZe members there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Celium had a couple of 5 sprees. He finishes 32 and 18. Draza got going with some big multi-kills. It was a much more team effort for the side of FaZe. These were there, though. Again, just a couple of holds that they did not find. You know, look at the P3s for them. We talked about how that could be a great amount of time if you're able to push up middle of the map, but the pressure was always there. The breaks were there. And I think the most impressive thing for me for FaZe was kind of around their P2s. That's where they found a majority of their early holds, and they converted it into time. So just take a look at those stats. Well, yeah, I mean, Celium, he bounces back, leads the lobby 32 and 18, almost 5,500 damage.
But now we go to a search, and this is like where it's interesting because, you know, this is you know, David and Goliath in some ways with the way that the season started for Thieves and the way you've been playing to Fear FaZe. But Joe, when you take a look at the overall qualifier records for Search and Destroy,
it's been great for FaZe, and we're going to a high rise where FaZe have looked vulnerable at times in Thieves. What, they've only played, I think, like once and are 1-0, but I think you're feeling pretty good about this.
Yeah, so I'm saying that's the one they had the advantage. What, 6-3 in Search over the qualifier, 5-4 for FaZe, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many advantages you're going to get. It's in Search. They've been a solid Search team. Can you win one more map? Can you take the Search and Destroy? Can you get it done? Because, I mean, like you said, I think you nailed it. They were up, what, 4-1, then 5-3? Like, this should have been 3-0.
Yeah, no, but the adjustments are there. BZ starts to get going, but high rise has been a struggle for FaZe. You know, this qualifier, 1 and 2. Maybe, you know, Thieves have the openings, have the VOD review.
I just think, yeah, since the beginning of this year when we watch them on high rise at times, I'm just like, it's never seemed to be like that strong for them, but it is the map 5. Here we go. One more map to decide. If Thieves can get the upset, it all goes down right after this quick break.
Upgrade your game with a Scuff. Save $30 on the official CDL collection at scuff.co/CDL.
Get better with a Scuff, the first performance gaming controller. Visit scuff.co/CDL to change your game.
Slice up your competition with the Executive Chef Operator, now available in-game in the Call of Duty store.
you doing, everybody? Back to Miami, and an upset maybe looming. Map 5, Thieves Phase. It's the final match of the day, and maybe some Cinderella-type magic. If Thieves can win this win, who knows what kind of run they can make. But we're going to High Rise now, and who the hell knows, Joe? This one's been wild.
No, it has. And again, this is a map that's solid for Thieves. You're like, 1-0. I mean, you haven't played it a ton, but you win on it, right? You take that, where the other side.
Yeah, 1-0 is sort of like, okay, well, you can win. You can win.
Right, it's in the map pool. Put it in the map pool. Where for Atlanta FaZe, it's one that, you know, again, Major 2 qualifiers, 1 and 2. They've had some losses there. You know, we've seen some struggles with someone like a BZ, where just can't get anything going with that rival. A lot of times you can be on those timings, what you're able to do, but I think one player who's really gotten going has been him, and then on the other side, it's Kremp.
No, Joe, I want you to tell me why Dan Ghosty is taking over this map. He's taking over.
All right, he's shooting well, I guess. Yeah, that's
no, he's never lost face. That's why
Oh.
he's taking. He's going big here in the map 5. I got a feeling, but I just want, give me a banger to close out day 1. Let's go the distance. I'm sure fans of either side are like, nah, I'm good. Let's just get a 6-0 and get out of here. But this map can be a wild one. The timings, the angles, it can just be such an insane search and destroy map. Everyone's just on their belly vibing on the other side.
Look at this cross setup from Kremp and Afro.
We're in Miami. Let's get some sun.
Yeah, I mean, and this is a spot where as soon as that bomb is planted, or maybe you have info, you just get a free first blood.
Did we see a BZ here first, where he was sort of like a gymnast on his nipples, right?
Yeah, that's exactly that. Now Kremp, he's taking that spot. Didn't have a player under him, so you could see. There's the info, just backs on down, but pretty much a stalemate so far, the first half of this round.
Power nipples, just holding here, waiting to pounce.
There we go.
And pounce he will. BZ, though, he is able to snap and trade, and he gets away. That is massive. Afro almost able to get him, but...
Bomb down, though. Bomb down. They have to chow Afro. Bomb is down.
Okay, well, there's a Chow. It's Sal, who heated up in the map 4 and guns Afro to sleep. Afro so close to maybe closing out that round, but not going to happen. 20 to go.
A bit of a Chow with the rival there, and now maybe just down to Nasty, but the pulls get in your way. Some nice early shots, but the number's too strong for Atlanta FaZe.
BZ is getting away.
Yeah.
And then...
maybe a bit of an overchow there from Afro.
Yeah, you were saying like FaZe have got a chow. I mean, the next thing you know, it's Cell at range against Afro with the rival. Yeah, good luck.
You know, that's maybe one of those rounds where you're in a spot, 30 seconds left. You know you don't have much help. Just try to reposition, get away from underground, but doesn't happen.
Hey, Miles.
Instead, yeah, FaZe up 1-0.
Here we go, round 2. Let's see if Thieves can answer back now. We'll take a look at their opening offense. Afro trying to be the playmaker after maybe a little bit of an ego chow in that early round, but he's been so good with those opening duels.
Yeah, very slow round here so far. We kind of saw that last round. Then it got crazy, but there's going to be that first blood. Nasty so darn good in this spot. Now numbers over to Thieves, and it looks like there might be trying to be a response for FaZe, and that's it. They try to get aggressive, catch maybe Thieves on a timing, but it does not work out. Kremp ready for it, and now it's all down to a BZ. A clean round from Thieves. Nobody goes down. They tied up.
That's been twice where it's like Sip and BZ are nearly like perfectly stacked and drop. Like Kremp almost gets them this time. It was what, Nasty or whatever last round. Like almost just shooting straight through both. Or sorry, Kremp the first round, but Kremp here closes it out. All square as our back and forth dance in this series continues on. Try to keep an eye on adjustments throughout the course of it, but Kremp takes 2 in a row to this round.
Kremp's up to 3. Yeah, Nasty with 2 and that first blood. The other side, it's a BZ and Celium. FaZe starting to hit this B street a little bit quicker. Have those trophies down. It's going to be Afro inside the site.
Ghosty tag, but still up. Draws are getting some info. And the info is an explosion into his eyeballs, but he's still 53 HP remaining. Cell, first blood. Kremp is gone.
Yeah, we saw FaZe maybe trying to find a timing with after the first blood. I think Afro goes for the same thing right there, just trying to catch FaZe as they get pushed up, but it has not happened. Not happen is, again, FaZe just with a response on offense. It was a clean round for Thieves. It's a clean round for FaZe.
A little dose of their own medicine. And right back in the lead. But Cell, yeah, picking them apart early on. Just winning those fights at range. A clutch one in that round one to get the round victory. Here, the first blood and the follow-up. Then the dominoes continue from there. Abizi goes nuclear in that map, too, to bring him back.
Well, it's been all offense here so far. So our offensive teams, yeah, just finding those first bloods, and you can see the defense, they try to react somewhere on the map. It just has not worked out. Let's see what FaZe try to do this time through.
Got to group it up, trying to hit nades out through mid. See if maybe they can find like an opener on defense, get a little bit of advantage, but it's still pretty deep. Just sort of waiting out all the utility, letting the entire map explode around them as the Michael Bay film continues. Ghosty looking for his one-on-one opener, maybe a double chow opportunity. That's exactly what it is. Beautifully done there for FaZe. Draza and Abizi. Abizi just shouldering. Draza with the finisher. A little 1-2 combo to open it up.
I mean, yeah, I think both players were trying to, shouldering right there. They're trying to go for it again, but Nasty gets away. So it's not a first blood, but it evens out the round. It's a first blood in its own way to make this a 3 versus 3.
Yeah, it's like he had 7 HP. They're so close to do it, but Simp, the patience is there. Cell toying with his food. He'll back up for now. Now you're trying to think about how you're going to get this bomb down. 30 seconds now to go. Simp once again, the patience, the reposition, the angle, the timing. It's all there. Simp is deep in his bag, and that's another round for FaZe. The fantastic series for Simp continues.
Well, I mean, map 2 was a struggle, right? Just because it felt like a lot of the time weren't going his way. Where this round,
that's true. It was really the respawns that he was insane. Yeah, the map 2 was not good.
So I think a round like that makes him feel comfortable, gets him locked in a little bit. So he finds some freebies, just some good timings, has the info, repositions as he finds 3 in the round now on 4 in a row. And well, maybe you cast your curse Ghosty because he's 0-3, so this is probably your fault.
What? Sorry, I was distracted. I was thinking about getting lost in Miles' beard. Have you ever thought about it? He's sitting right over there. Oh, never thought about it once? I have. But Ghosty, yeah, the 0-3. That's my bad. That is my bad. Simp 4 straight. Afro just starting to work his way in behind enemy lines. We'll see if the read's there. Certainly isn't. Draza gonna drop. 4v2. Cell. We'll see if it can be enough. Simp and Cell trying to bring it back in the 2 versus 4.
I mean, you find that first blood, then Afro just able to find the opening from Atlanta FaZe. But yeah, keeping that man advantage. It's a nice trade, but just not a lot of time to work with. You're hoping Simp can find something on the map, but finds a bullets through a fence, just able to get away. But time working against them. They have to recollect this bomb, and while that happens, Ghosty able to find the first. His teammate able to take down the second, and Nasty.
No, he's gonna bring it back down. He's gonna get hot now.
Not just reverse cast or curse the curse.
Yeah, that's how it works. We'll see as the adjustments start to come through over the course of this map 5. But just doing it, just keeping it close, like not going in a hole. I mean, obviously you can pull it back from 4-1 as they know very well from the map 2, but just keeping it within a round for now.
Yeah, I think both teams doing a fantastic job with their first bloods, turning them, converting them in a round win, just so important.
Well,
but especially on a map like High Rise, where sometimes things can get a little bit crazy.
Yeah, and it comes down to like a 1v1, like these little 2v2 skirmishes. Like, yeah, it's been some lopsided rounds, right? Yeah, that first domino falls, you kind of handle business. None of the wild and wackiness that is, well, a bit more fun at times, is the craziest ensues. But still, we're only 5 rounds in. Plenty of chances for that still. All the lethals going out.
Wow, Kremp ready for that. He's like, I play that spot, so he watches that Simp, not able to hit the headshots, and as he backs away, there is another first blood. And well, it's from Draza, but Simp just gonna go away, run away from his life. Draza gonna take his position. And there's Cell from this spot. He's gonna have a ton of info. Gives the comm A. He climbed the ladder into B.
Draza just wait and seeing if he can find a timing. And there, Cell gets that kill. Picking them apart again behind the first blood. One drops, the rest seem to follow. Unless Ghosty can pull off something insane, he tacks another kill, but not going to matter much. The trade is through. Simp is there. Time for the defuse. And, I mean, that was pretty much the same story as the rest of this search has been.
Yeah, it's just great info there from Cell. I mean, obviously, Simp able to play his life, then Draza watching over him. And while that happens, you get the reposition from Cell, bottom blue, able to watch that ladder into B. That's just all the info they need. And as soon as they know that bomb's starting to get planted, they know, all right, those guys have to watch over the bomb planter, so Celium works the full flank, and yeah, they just suffocate them.
Yeah. It's every free round, just somebody getting suffocated out one by one. First player to ever get back-to-back 100-kill series, it is Simp. He has had a sensational year. His respawns have been nuts. He's doing well here in the map 5. Just some terrific moments from him, but you got to win this series. You're up 2 rounds. Draws is getting smoked, but he's still up. Simp, chance to make the play. There's the first blood. Advantage again. He knows he's got one close. Ghosty's position, give it up by the gunfight he's just in as he just creeps on forward, and he will fall.
We'll see what happens there, but yeah, first blood jumps in. We kind of saw something going on. Nasty is able to find a kill. Afro now inside of the site, just trying to lock this down, maybe get them off the bomb, but right now, FaZe not going to go for it. They're just going to go hunting. They kind of know the area that Afro likes to play, just waiting for him patiently.
If you could catch Draws there, maybe get a bit of a bigger chance in the round, but he's able to back up to the heady. He's able to win the fight. And I'll be honest, I was staring at the minimap when you kind of reacted. It looked like, was it a...
I don't know.
Player with the... I know we had a couple resets to an issue earlier, but seems we're continuing on for now. Match point. There was a big lead in the map 2 that you had if you're Thieves. They couldn't close it out.
Okay, so I think we're going to take a pause here maybe for a moment and look at that last one, because, yeah, he was just kind of looking up in the air.
Oh, it's funny because when I looked at him, he was kind of holding the angle, and I looked at the minimap, and you reacted. I'm like, what did I miss? So he is just in the air. Perfect. We're seeing what's going to be the deal there. As soon as we've got more information, we'll let you know. But pause for now. We'll see what the ruling will be.
Because honestly, I thought like maybe he was going to find the timing where like maybe you get that 1 kill B street and they just kind of forget about him. Maybe just think there was only 1, not 2. Behind the elevator. So you got on that flank. But yeah, we'll try to update you when we can.
But as it stands for now, just one more round needed for FaZe. They bounce back, Simp and Cell. Leading the way for us now as we wait for sort of the league offside to decide what's going down. We're going to show you just a little update on our bracket in case you joined this late. Maybe you think FaZe might be getting upset, so you hop into the stream late. This is how it's played out so far today as our winners bracket round 1 matches are going down. Optic, Ultra, Subliners continue on. Pretty expected based on the favorites taking. Is anything outside the series maybe surprise you today?
No, I think, you know, some close matches, even Ultra Legion. I was really excited to watch that Legion team. Yeah, and they continue to be a threat. So hopefully they go on a losers bracket run, but they're going to have a tough losers round 1 matchup. I'm looking at those tomorrow. Heretics, Ravens, Legion, Surge, and then Breach Rocker. And then, yeah, loser of this one will play LAG. So we'll see all those teams tomorrow.
Imagine if FaZe loses series, they have to play LAG again. The LAG are just the FaZe Reapers.
Well, yeah, we were talking about that, the back-to-back 100-plus kills for Sim, but it's like, hopefully it's not all losses.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
no.
It was versus LAG where he was going crazy.
Yeah, right. Like
they lost. So.
It's one of those stats. It's like it's cool. It's a great record, but it doesn't matter when you're not winning the game. I'm sure he feels the same way. But again, if you're just joining, it's just a bit of an issue. Not sure if it's PC side controller or what's going on. But we had a player look at the sky, and we're trying to get that figured out with our admins and League Ops team, and then we'll get back into it. If you see us looking down constantly, it's because that's where our TV is. So we're checking to see when the gameplay continues. But. You got to bring it back more than likely. Maybe something happens where it's actually like a 4-2 advantage for FaZe. We'll see what the ruling is. But what do you do here? You think where do the improvements have to come? The adjustments come if you're LA Thieves. Like what's been the major flaw?
Well, I think they just be the first blooded. And then what happens there after those first bloods is, I mean, they're trying to get maybe a little too reactive. And FaZe are just playing very kill heavy. They're not really working the objective. So just playing safe. Again, if you have to play a retake, play the retake. You know, it's not the worst case scenario on a map like High Rise. Saw FaZe able to do it just a couple of rounds ago. It looks like they're playing rock, paper, scissors on the main stage.
That's how you keep the hands warm, Joe, and the team vibes up in chemistry.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Or maybe that's how the team decide who's going to carry bomb.
Maybe. Still figuring that out, so. I mean, at least they're in good spirits.
No, Dan Gossi was once known to be a top 1.5% rock, paper, scissors player in the world, Joe. He's got the mind for it.
Is there an ELO for that?
Yes, they're known. It's an ELO, just like chess. Yeah, he's worked his way up the ranks.
Okay.
I don't think that's a thing.
No.
No, definitely not. But looks like
I'm assuming they're ending the game. Something's going to happen.
Yeah, we're ending game and just still waiting on a ruling. So that's the last thing we heard is just what the comp ops side decision is going to be. Whether we're going to stand at 5-2 and hop back into it, get back to 4-2. I still don't know when the issue started. You saw that one moment, but I'm not sure when it started. If there was a request,
it was just that moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing yes, but for now, all you can do is try to stay locked on the stage if you're these players. Maybe talk through it. I mean, if you're FaZe, the conversation is probably, okay, so we just got the update. It's kind of what I guessed. Yeah, it's going to be a 4-2 advantage for FaZe. So that round basically just gets wiped off the board. We're going to hop back into it. We'll try to hopefully have a graphic where we kind of update you on the true score. And you just need 2 rounds of your FaZe. Got to rip off 4 if you are Thieves. We get back into the action here shortly.
Yeah, Thieves will be on the defensive side. FaZe on back on the attacking side. And it's kind of what I figured. I'm like, yeah, he's just happened. So hopefully get that resolved, get them back into the game, and get back to the match, because it's a game 5.
Yeah, if anything, I mean, I guess if you're Thieves, I'm not saying this doesn't give advantage to anyone, but at least maybe get the chance to talk through maybe some of the mistakes or where you've fallen apart or what we can improve or try to change, maybe give you a little bit of a breather. I mean, if you're FaZe, I think it's sort of like continue business as usual. Like we're up 5-2, or well, 4-2 now, but we were in control, need a couple of rounds. We're kind of dominating, but maybe just some conversation you have for Thieves, you can find something, maybe improve your odds here.
Yeah, they're probably just happy it's 4-2.
And not 5-2, yeah. Sure, there's got to be some conversation outside, but I'm here. We're about 30 seconds out from game, and we will get into it. Surely you've had this happen on the stage at some point, Joe.
I'm sure. That was a long time ago, though. Long time ago.
Where you're up there, you got like Nameless trying to tell you strats, just making up stuff on the fly. What was it like teaming with Nameless?
We had a great run, honestly. Good run. It's my guy over there.
Hey, you guys did get carried by Formal for quite a while.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Carried by Formal, let's go. All of them. Yeah. I have no problem being that guy.
Oh.
But yeah, back
all right, hey, we're loading back up. All righty.
Say, back at my dad, I mean, you couldn't plant the bomb.
Wait, was that Ghost, right?
Yeah, shout out IW. Yeah. So that's what we had.
We're playing Search and Destroy. You just can't play with the bomb, so the objective is not one. And
so again, FaZe up 4-2. In our map 5, they are back on the attack, and we are back in the game.
All righty. Let's see if Thieves somehow make some adjustments in the brief downtime there, or Thieves continue to struggle. If FaZe close this out, here we go. Right back to it. The nades hit. The first blood is in. Ghosty, the king of rock, paper, scissors, also holding nades.
I mean, that's one of those things early on, right? When you reset the game, no trophies. Well, that first blood, again, after the first blood, the defensive team has tried to get aggressive, maybe to take something away, try to even up the odds. It has just not worked for either side. And, well, it was 4-2, and now it's very quickly 5-2.
Yeah, no, that, you blinked, and that one was done. Honestly, the league ops decision took about 20 times longer than that round did.
Yeah. Just right in the nade, and then, yeah, Thieves just tried to find something heli side, but Celium was ready for it. And they get hunted. So now pressure on Thieves.
Yeah, pressure's been there. Now it's really ramped up. You're so close to taking this series. Now, just got to win 4 straight rounds. One of the better teams at finding first bloods, one of the better teams at capitalizing off of it, and you need it now. You need it desperately, but Abisi back to it. First blood, bang. Afro is dropped. FaZe have bounced back, and now one step closer.
They're not going to look at this?
Avoiding this scare.
They haven't watched this at all. They haven't even checked it. I mean, if Abizi would have went, maybe he would have ended the game, but he's like thinking they're going to focus on me. That is not the play. So bomb is down.
Crimp's sort of been looking like at times he's been trying to pick it up. He's able to take out Simp. He's trying to keep it on. Maybe when Abizi's going to pounce. That threat is still looming. So keeping his head on a swivel. Now, what are you doing in the 3 versus 3?
Well, he's going to hit Crimp, but now I don't know if Drazen knows that's underground, but it is. Yeah, he's looking up top. We're on the other side of the map. You're going to have a 1 versus 1. Ghosty, though, getting some shots in, and Abizi does take down Nasty. So man advantage back to FaZe, trying to close out the game and the series. Nice slide by Ghosty, but it's down to him.
Abizi buys his time, finally pounces now. Can Ghosty make something miraculous happen? 15 to go. It isn't there. It's Abizi with the final one, and Thieves has improved. It was scary moments there for FaZe, but you do enough to move on. It's not done in a beautiful or pretty fashion if you're FaZe, but a win's a win.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes you look back at tournaments, sometimes that winner's round 1, that's a bit of a scare, kind of gets the adrenaline going, the blood flowing, gets you locked in for the rest of your tournament. Sometimes it's a good thing, but I think if you're Thieves, yeah, it's probably one that map number 2 especially you want back. But it's what happens with a newer roster, right? You play in one of the top 4, you give them an inch, they take a mile. The same thing happened, but a lot of improvement there for Thieves.
Yeah, you just map 2, you'll be thinking about like the 4-1 lead, a chance to maybe just get it done, but not quite done. FaZe survive. There's a reason they've been so consistent since the inception of the CDL. Sometimes in a hole, but they're able to pull it out and still get the victory. But it's a scare, and now you chain together these last 2 series, and it's 2. I mean, you lose 1, you probably should have lost another. If anyone had them maybe as the favorites to still win this thing or get to a final, it's looking sketchier by the moment.
Yeah, still a little, just some bumps in the road, very much so, but they do survive. LA Thieves going to go down to the losers bracket. I think they'll play LAG, which, well, we just saw that recently.
Battle of LA.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times that has gone the way of Gorillas, but I think Thieves are finally on the board. It's like, yeah, it's been very much one-sided, so we'll see that rematch tomorrow.
Oh, that I didn't go the way I expected it, honestly. Just based on the kind of the rest of the day, everybody's sort of handling business, but a guy that is now on back-to-back series with dropping 100-plus kills, and a big part of why his team came back and got the victory. It is Simp, one of the best to ever do it, on stage with Blaze.
Thank you so much, Maven. Miami, show some love to Atlanta FaZe as they're going to make it to Saturday still without a loss here. And Sim, what a close series that was against another LA team here, but you managed to close it out. Just initial thoughts right now being able to win that game 5. How do you feel?
I mean, it feels good to ice up, especially like that in like the first match of the tournament. So, a little bit of a relief considering it was a game 5, but I never had a doubt in my mind.
Yeah, and you know what? After that map number 3, we go to the real hard point. We go to another S&D on Skyrise. And those last 2 maps, you guys look so comfortable. What was the comms like? And what can you say about Celium right there? Because I feel like he popped off too as well.
I mean, MC's always doing his thing. He's always shooting people. He's always shooting bodies, and he's just a legend.
He truly is, right? All right. So you guys make it on here this Saturday. You're building off of this one. What do you want to say to these FaZe fans that's been supporting and cheering for you guys all throughout the day as you guys get ready for your matchup on Saturday?
We appreciate you guys. Just first day of the tournament, but I got a feeling it's going to be an amazing one, so I appreciate you guys.
You heard it here first. It's going to be an amazing one. Can't wait to see it. But Chris, let's break down the rest of this day.
He's got a feeling. Welcome back, everybody. It's Puckett alongside Alley Cat and Nameless, and the match we thought would never end is done. 6-2 your final score, but I have a feeling that you're going to have the LA Thieves camp going back, watching the VODs, and thinking, we should have finished this in 3. If we do something a little smarter around 11, we 3-0'd Atlanta FaZe on land.
Yeah, getting handed that first loss as a major, as LA Thieves put in the position that they were in, it's always going to sting, but truly, I hope they walk away from it afterwards and be like, we almost did that versus Atlanta FaZe, a team that never goes down on Friday.
Nameless, we thought that we weren't going to see any game 5s. LA Thieves give us our first one. Are they a real threat? Now in the lower bracket, they got LAG next.
I mean, yeah, potentially, but that was just a disappointment on both sides of that stage that I just saw in that series. I mean, you're talking an Atlanta FaZe team that is supposed to be a contender here, losing 2 respawns, should have gotten 3-0'd by the LA Thieves. Then we're talking about a Thieves team that was in prime position on a defense in round 11. I could talk about that single round for 30 minutes. minutes. It was so bad the way that they played that. And honestly, I mean, they're just developing as a team. I understand that, but you're a top 3 search and destroy team throughout stage 2. You are not making these mistakes online. How does that happen in a series like that? It's unacceptable.
You gotta talk about maybe it's the nerves. We saw it earlier happen on Invasion in around 11. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was bombed down in a 4v4 retake situation. Personally, I don't think LA Thieves should have ever let Atlanta FaZe get that bomb down. They gave up way too much site control. They didn't put anybody on tractor or in boxes and just allowed FaZe to have the entire site to themselves and try to play that retake. So again, there is always going to be some missteps on both sides. LA Thieves are going to kick themselves in a couple of these missteps, but they did more than I think a lot of people were expecting them to.
Does Atlanta FaZe wake up tomorrow against the Subliners? Not an easy draw in your winners round 2.
I've seen enough in these last 2 games to say I think New York is going to win. I think they're going to win pretty handedly in that series, honestly.
Simp feels otherwise. We'll see how things break down in that winners bracket round 2. For now, though, we have our final Scuff play of the game from winners round 1, and it's Simp. Why is it Simp? Well, he dropped over 100 kills in back-to-back best-of-5s. There are very few players at this pro level who can do something like this.
I mean, you know what's crazy about Atlanta FaZe is it's when one of your teammates isn't getting the kills, another one is going to. Draza had a little bit of an underwhelming slaying series when it came to this one, and Simp said, don't worry, I got you. And Celium also said, don't worry, I got you. And that's where the opportunity arises for him to drop numbers like that.
Yeah, just also massive impact plays. He's also very involved in the damage. Still sitting 17,500 throughout the series with a 1.3. I mean, Simp is always going to show up. Every single time he will answer the call, and lately in this game, he's been unbelievable. A massive improvement from last year for him in the individual play. Just as a team, they keep getting pushed the distance.
Can you always take Simps over, though? Is he always the safe play?
Yeah, you can always.
In this game, it feels like it, yeah.
Feels like it for sure. Congratulations to Atlanta FaZe. They pulled out in a Game 5. They will be playing in the winners bracket on Saturday. Tomorrow, though, it's all about the lower bracket, and we are going to have some exciting games coming your way. To recap today, though, let's start at the beginning. Toronto, Vegas. We thought this would at least see a Game 4.
We did.
Yeah, unfortunately we did not. Honestly, I thought that was going to be our Game 5 of the day, but Toronto just did what they needed to do when it came to the real hard point.
Yeah, here it comes, Ali. You wanted some music, right? Without the music, it's a
I
little
want
quiet
to
in
get
here.
pumped up. It's the end of the day. We had some insane matches of Vegas Legion. Unfortunately, not able to force Game 5, but even though it was a 3-0, like, if you can go into the nitty-gritty, it was still a very, very close series. We're talking a 30-point hard point, a round 11, and a round 5 in that control. So Vegas Legion, easily somebody to watch out for when you go down to that elimination bracket.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, it's just the difference that we're seeing with, like, the top 6, top 7 teams to the top 3 teams is the ability to close out games, right? Like, we've seen it. Like, Vegas is good enough to win versus the top teams. LA Thieves are good enough. Can they close out when it matters? And for Vegas, they had such close maps. We're talking 1 round in control, 1 round in S&D, of what, a 15, 20-point hard point. Like, these guys have the makings of a solid roster. Gio, I thought today, best performance on the team. He definitely showed up on land. We had a lot of questions about him, but Toronto, they bounce back, they get that dub.
Look out for the rookies from Legion. They are not done yet, and tomorrow they're looking to draw blood. Subliners, though, matched up against Boston today. And Boston, well, they have been on the struggle bus, and they do not match up well against the Subliner squad. Kismet and crew clutching up when they need them most.
They do not. I mean, I will say they definitely surprised us with that Skid Row hardpoint because that was going to be New York's map pick that they expected to take up 1-0 in the series. And Boston turned around and handed to them in a 250 to 125 fashion. But since then on, it was all New York Subliners. I think the most important map of the series has to be that invasion control because New York are starting to show some serious dominance in those game number 3s.
It's Toronto, Subliners, FaZe, and OPTIC Texas moving on into your winners round 2. Let's revisit what Texas did against Miami. The hometown squad showing up against the #1 seed. What was your takeaway, Ann?
Yeah, I mean, the smoothest series of the day, honestly. Like, the OPTIC got the most handed win. Everybody played well throughout this one. You know, we saw Search and Destroy that sort of went the distance, but it was Shotzi who said, I'm going to take control of this game. I'm going to get a streak, and we're not playing around. They win that 6-4. We go into a Karachi where OPTIC's offense on Karachi has been unbelievable. Their control has improved so much. They get a nice 3-0, man. They're feeling comfortable, and they got a day off tomorrow.
Let's take a look at your bracket and how things are shaping up here in Miami for Major 2 with 3 days left to go. Tomorrow we turn our attention to that elimination bracket where Heretics will take on Clayster and the Royal Ravens. Legion faces off against Surge, and we'll see Breach Rocker, LA Thieves, LA Gorillas.